Mamunyina makwa ba ya saso atena se bionomie nsene nya bone bose ya na Ghana ehunti ena menu mienu ye tena se awie bia na yedi nkomo ye fa adwene ye toato adwene ye fa plans ede efa oman ho awie bia no miensa ede kosi no nsia ewo Owia television so dwumade no ya to den se Montie na wajemeso yetie Montie na wajemeso yetie meda sese awie yi wasomimu na wajemeso ene awie yi so na onien etena se awie ni edi nkomo ya fa adwene ya fa plans ya toato adwene se de da meka se eya adwenkyere ene adwento ato a na amanfo de abuild o maman ya ayefe ema me no mienu ye kwaje visese ye ko no se ye kwa akobobra ye ko no ne akwa akobo ye ne akoma ye ko no ne akwa akodi dwuma pii se ye soso de adwenkyere ne nsusuye ene contributions ahodo ba hoping so man no yesusu ye behye ye de na akobi kan o say the system is working no yesusu ye nya system a ebe ye adwuma na protect me na protect ono so na protect ono ene wo nyina na ye namu a ye hu say ye safe say ontimi nya a perfect system bia e wo wiase de but ye near perfect bia na ya fa ne sa ne namu na ya somadwe ye da yetimi ada ye sore se ye koye nyuma so yetimi akona somdwem na ya ba bedura somdwem a enkoye eno so dadwene foforo emfa ma ye se obi tukwan obi crowd se otukwan a na akwakoye prayer topic oman bebi a ya ba beduro no eni kwan se ye kono sa enti ni nyina aka ho bi ena ya na awia bia ye hia no miensa ede kosi no nsia ewo Owia television so na ye fa adwene de fa Ghana ho ye live ewo Montie TV decoder no so ho de fe ne satellite no de hia ne so be scanne o Montie TV na na sa television no se kra de ya na ewo television mo de da ye fe ne satellite or scanne a Owia TV ewo so na the normal digital television no a o de TV pole ketu abitua to a na get say dem no so search Owia TV a ye live o honom o social media platforms no so a baby a ye di hia so te say if the TV no eso fe eso so de so di baby a no ye di hia o honom o social media no so Facebook hwehwe Owia media o Facebook no so like your page no follow your pages no na subscribe to your pages no na me notification bell no abibi e be start adwumadi ahodo no okay ho na oni yakọ wabra yenko enyao say YouTube so a Owia TV official and I say Owia television Owia TV official and I say Owia TV both channels ni nyina no wo like it now subscribe it now me notification bell na abring na adwumadi no live so and I say what TikTok so a kai ho Owia TV official Owia TV official and X ni any other social media platform o so bia no Owia television you so adwumadi nyina no you streaming live so a yemfa adwene ye ni nkomo yemfa plans emfa Ghana ho abrebia medin na Yaw Boamah manfo family bia bogadwumade na me de ho chia me free no miensa na de kosi no nsia bia ewo Owia television so Dominic Kwakubuaten Kuku Veronica Jando akoso asomu ya Grace papa ni Buzi Asante Ebua Benedict technical team ni nyina etaichi amawia bia no bia wo bia na yitimi ba na ye ba besom nti awia isoso ya tenase no eyosom ene ye de somo ye chia wiase nyina across babia yanafo ehweyen ye do mase se amongst bebrebe nyina no omo chuso Owia television abrebia na omo ne yen edi nkomo efa adwene efa plans ewo yedwumadie yi eso awia isoso ne yemfa bibi ntu yekotodwem na yemfa into anamo ene day yemfa bibi ento yekotodwem na yemfa into anamo ene day eso so for the day to yekotodwem na yede etu anamo ene awie enie bibi kakra bi so ho yemfa ento yekotodwem yemfa ento yabasem yemfa nto ye naso na yemfa entutu yanamo kakra enkakra so ho nti we masem kakra me de emma wo o say da bia o say ni kwan say regret a day bi say bia da we de so ama kra na nkeye da we de I regret this day. Unze ya na ta church osade man pa. Eka kasabrofo no pa. I regret this day. Bi kura ko etimi bod date num nyina. Ede toto on bi kura cheze. Watro dia to ni diary mu watro bia hwan mu phones ya babai. De cheze I duru ho no ma na remind no. Yaw na a reminding no enye fair so every day bia ewo ade a wusua ewo whether eye good eye worse eye best eye bad ni nyina no or lessons a wusua nje wie eno na me de ema na ye de ahye adwumedi na say or say never regret a day in your life. Good days gives you happiness. So good days ade bia say bia ne akwakoye ena akwakoye Wednesday ye August boso me de toso dum kono 19th August na bia ne o contract bia boma ma o visa bia o apply aboma ma o business deal bi aboma ma ene ukọ adwuma mu no kyese afa lie bi pia ma den na yese ne akwakoye a very good day e dia ma enti wani age so tia say sa so na a bad day or say a ma experience what I say sad day now say yeah bad no sad the corner man yeah bad ma wo no am experience am who say echna say sad dey ni be ba and say similar one be ba obehu how to go about it or how to handle it nti nyina dey bia very important and I say worst days gives us lessons. Worst days am I a lessons pa or say na no ade we to minti na no ade we say na no bibi say to me bi na no ade we a me hunu ye nti so ho na ma lesson it is a wona ma say na uduru ha say na no tito wa ha na say ene susu uduru ho na obetu amerika na wonye careful enam na no ahwease a wo hwe ye lesson a wo sue nti a na etojewa and I say your best days gives us memories say a man also said day and yana some good memories so on boy bi say ye nefa so ne connect ya kuku anom ne akoso asum anom so gives them good memories sana etie ndi sana nyankopon bo wiase no nya ne nyina pepepe what say nya ne nyina pe gede bia na bofo no okokwaye mu a onya bi de ba fie but bibia mu no no afamu aba wafamu nyansa na osue mu ade na fe what the ko no no ne asem a awie mede eto okotodwem gentlemen na eka me ho awie ama yafa adwene yafa plans ewo edwumedi so enie gentlemen we na eka me ho awie ama yedi enkomo ewo edwumedi so ene awie fine gentlemen fine brain so ene no mo etena se awie na yedi Ghana nkomo yedi Ghana to table no so na yafa ho adwene kwakwata sapon abusiafo last week me kai say me ne kwakwata sapon sia no na me introduce no as the Ashanti Regional Deputy Organizer of MPP and na no me nda na djuma ba wieye say Ashanti Regional Deputy Organizer so and the dey na djuma ba wieye ni nyina so no na hwe organize ye ono any team and hwe organize here because he was part of the Ashanti Regional Elections Committee or more organize elections about so na Saturday no but onko contest bio ene oba yene ne betena se be dim komo life after o mabato no new executives here new executives here take over across the 16 regions no what is so special about them e dey no mo expect e dey every wo mo ho o mo be boa wo mo ana say ya be kronsa da na kofa enumguase de bre wo mo no enu abi no mo sa so e de babio Kokwata Sapon former Ashanti Regional Deputy Organizer of MPP na oka the NPP Elections Committee ho e wa Ashanti Region we ye ne be di nkomo ye betena se pa na ya for plans bebrebe obey ye guest that ye di nkomo Robert Dambo so eka Robert Dambo Ashanti Regional Secretary Robert Dambo Ashanti Regional Secretary ma People's National Convention PNC party no because say enra yenua moruba hase o sheta na kube di dem no production mami busa ne say anyambia wa free NDC eko PNC ana emoka say bia edro ndi kube no free PNC for nsem abe Ghana fo nyina kube wo mo kube ni de ewu a omugugu sunsu a enyine bio but Robert Becker Jose ono na dwene na o kire no so ho enti PNC Ashanti Regional Secretary Robert Dambo so be kan ho awie e be have a nice time na ye din komo ya fa dwene ya fa plans e de afa Ghana ho so and Alhaji Abdul Salam Isa so CPP Ashanti Regional Secretary CPP Ashanti Regional Secretary I'm told to say the Oba Ashanti region has say secretary party for nyina almost secretary for omo ewo nyina no ono na ache pa yesi wodi secretary no for more than 10 years ewo Ashanti region diama CPP party no and no wonder say what they asem to nanim na ye discussion ye for plans are where ni deep contributions or the bar so interior fine brain see and you know more say na ye din komo ya for plans e de afa Ghana ho also so maybe I will be okay ho say social media no so say radio say normal television na okay ho baby bia medium bia ofa so e de adjourn discussion ni bia no so for betime de wadwen kiraba contributions or suggestions or questions no yen so ateni so but do wadwen kiraba e be kenkan ni nyina ye my Ghana ena ye build it obetime de ato ye social media platforms no so ye be kenkan de am and I say bia obetime de abasa text message and I say WhatsApp message 0243 220044 0243220044 wadwen kire ene unsusie wo de ba yeguso aye di dwumade no absafo ye be kenkan a day amount. Away, when no be me guest away. Also, see me guest every ufie ho. Ya be guest every a year office or more. Kaya ho every a year baby bia wo bia na yemfa dwene emfa Ghana ho ene away. So ye be din komo ye be fa a year adwene bebrebe ewo ye dwumade so ene away. Ye be din komo de afa gold board ho. Ye be din komo kakra e de afa a year gold board ene gold board nkom medical catcher say gold board nkom no eba na ekọ eba na ekọ eba na ekọ eba na ekọ ni nyina akọ gold board adwuma omo ye ohun eka eya na efifiri mu eba no ene du baby kra binum fi say emu inseda na ho no papa ebi che so 200 and something ebi so che so there be 1.7 billion ebi so che say there be a number 22 billion Ghana cedis che so bia ne quotations are ode emayen gold board baby omugina the minority in parliament baby omugina ema ensam no ye be wram na ye di hu nkomo kakra enne awie enne the CEO of Ghana Gold Board enya an encounter with the media ema Sajumedia government communication minister say government accountability series na wonmo ministers nya appointees se ko ema omodi omonisu ade hu omadwuma omaye for ebia month nya de to Ghana for anim no owura sabe jamfi lawyer ekoi ema okochechire adwuma wo maye mu afi 2025 sani omadwuma ni sikoye eka epie mu no ka anase nye ka wan ka gold board ka Bank of Ghana ka anase ye wan ne boss aka no awie ye bewram na ye di ho enkomo nti awie se ohwe minority na sem omo ka enie or say gold board hiding behind Bank of Ghana to mask real losses we a minority no and sa allegations we and the CEO of Ghana Gold Board are respond the way enra honorable Alexander Afenyoma Keno Sahine a futu MP minority leader LED minority no omo ye nsem twefo nhyiamu omo ekeka nsem bebrebe de nsem bebrebe etudwa chese IMF niema omo de aba betudwa ye womu any day nti omo fi say as a gold board name penny for buy ni hide bibi every Ghana for ho no mo mbie ne maso mfa nkyere Ghana for Ro Alexander Afenyoma Kene minority no echechire mo de kire yen enra ema nsem de omo ebubo obi so afine de kire yen enne Ro Asame Jamfi a responde enne awie ema no so de nsem bebrebe atoto no mo de bewrem na ye di enkomo pa e gold board nsem no ye be gold board emra no adwuma Ghana they say gold board nsa ene de efirimu a eba ene de ewa chire so njawie yenye sa little exercise ansa na eye yakoyenim nti ye hwe eye emra no a empanimfo e de establish gold board no say gold board na ho na aye adwuma na asomoman no na aboman no mandate adwuma emra no e de share eye gold board nsa se omonye die na gold board emra na ese omo enye pabusanfo nti o say the mandate of gold board eye be miensa ya chichechemu ya na to ho ya ne kakra se be ya obeti ase nti baako eye to oversee and regulate gold buying, selling, assaying, refining and export. For we a juma bakwa. Meka say a juma titiri pa gold board omo edipa ene eye say juma de we to oversee and regulate gold buying, selling, assaying, refining and export. For omo to gold. No atom gold no and na assaying ye say ade no kra da hodomo a ye behu say eye pure gold. Inti ye de be call lab so na oma test it no mo ahwa me ehunu se eyampa eye a gold pa ska call so ska bidye aye betimi e de aye bibia mana yeye na afei ya sachire mo refining no e bi e betimi nya bracelet so e betimi enya asomade earrings no e betimi enya watches e betimi enya chains anklets no ene sa ne mane mane nyina e de afri mu eno so eye gold board adwuma e na export ye de bi betu kwa akọ amanfo nkro so na yakọ akoton na yenya sika afrim e de aba bebo man ne ho bra sa adwuma ni nyina gold board adwuma emra a ye de tie no adwuma o de she gold board nsa eno no the next one so enie for mandate of gold board ye tosum you know or say generate foreign exchange for the country say you making say aha na make ka say export or export ya so ye benya broni sika ye bekọ akoton ewo ewiase adwaman so ewiase adwaman so no say anya dollar eye pound sa anya pound a eye ebia euro na odi ebedi dwa sa adwa no nti benya foreign exchange so na ye de aba oman ni mo and sa foreign exchange we ye benya no eno na koba sa ebia oman ni ye kokra bibi e de afri amanfo nkro so e de aba oman yi mu a ye mfa Ghana sika ene beko because Ghana sika no baby a ye kwa akokra sa ne ma ne de aba oman ni mu no ye ni Ghana sika ni bi wo ho no mo nti agese ye sesa e de ko sa bruni no a ye kwa akoto ne ma de afri ne nche no ne sika mu nti mostly in dollars ebia in pounds and I say bia euro no ne ade ene ya na ewo nti through gold board omo export omo ye no ye benya foreign exchange ne de aba be go no mo nti koba se Ghana ye kokra petrol e de aba omaye mu na ye de ama filling stations na mo mato ama me no mie no enye bia to a ye sa foreign exchange na gold board ko di omudwa no e ba ye no enu bi na ye ana omudo omu cedis ne ba ne asesa e de akọ sa foreign exchange ye foreign currencies num e de ama mo na omo e de akọ enti eno so ba akọ no nti we e adwuma number 2 a e gold board for one more a year. Yanko number 3 or say to support reserve accumulation by Bank of Ghana. To support reserve accumulation by Bank of Ghana. And when I make a say, say, yeah, Jumaya, you see a deeper, they be a sorry call, yeah, be a jaya bob brani at their day. Yet they are so when you bosumia catch your crown, and ne a jawdi yenano, unse ayana, what a kakra. Oh, now the ama. Boy no beji susu no girl no beji susu no na bang no de akwakoto so jitwa susu mame ni nyina ye se wo de kakra to honom se enu no kwakoto wachi na kina bi so hu bibi kwakoto ye sike bi na de etwitwa hu ye sike bi na de akwakofa ne ma bi a obekọ no mu so hu na wakwakofa enti Bank of Ghana so adwuma ye se Ghana braba ye bo no se ye bo bra no a so hu na enya kakra ne de akwakoto ntimi etimika so se BBC a bosome miensa Ghana ye wosika da hono mu a se wiase nyina ka so mo moya ye betimi de ahwe ye ho ebi so ye wosika bosome nsia ye betimi de ahwe ye ho ye wosika da hono mu bia bosome mfie be mienu afi ye betimi de ahwe ye ho yes sa gold board o enhyehyɛ no ba kososo ne se obe supporto Bank of Ghana ama ye reserves yetimi aboa no nti gold board for kokodi omudwane wi a foreign exchange na ebeba no so na Bank of Ghana for agye de go no mo de go no mo a nti wo kwa akopɛ dollar ne bia ne asesa de ama am so mate kakra e de ato ho no mo omadwuma ba kunti like sa anema me ensa we na kire gold board wo mo adwuma emra no e de ema ma fe yanko anim gold board for ansa na mo ebeba no sign na Ghana ye mining sector no na esitie ansa na gold board ebeba na yenya gold board say isi wonuma eye adwuma no na Ghana ye mining sector no na etese pa or say mining sector before gold board before say gold board eba therefore na a fragmented gold buying system na yenhye da eni a channel baako yenhye da eni a kwan baako yenhye da eni medium baako a na ye fa so e de ekokoton ye gold no obon so bia fa bia no de ko na smuggle ni ade obeko Dubai yes omo sian gold free Ghana ba ha say no be $11 billion ba na oba Ghana nkrata mu a yes ye ne nambe 2 point something billion no yes amanfo bebre obi a wo kwan a ofaso wiewia gold ni bi kotonton no aborochire ejigu ni botom a o man no enya so mfaso bia eno na kese ni ye ni one channel one system na ye faso before say gold board ebeba for na before say gold board beba so no na de Ghana na ye ni woso a say eja ye two gold no whether small scale and I say large scale mining ye tutu a de ya na ye ni woso de fe say royalties any taxes aban bejeje ewo ho eno na say na ye so interested but na gold na mu no a ye kwa akoton no na ye ni eni akiri before a gold board ba ye omo atene niema na weak traceability before say gold board beba no na edin say gold ni free omayi mu akwa ye be trace ya hunu say ekokopie oman we so ekokopie asomasi we a company ekokopie we ensam wom say ye ntimi nye imperfect de ba gold board eguso omuguso a omo edi hu nkomene kra no same gemfi any media ne di nkomo no oka ho asem say government eye nhyehyɛ anya a new system they will trace every blade of gold e be free eye Ghana me say na akọ ewiase adwama so nti we eye before say gold board beba no your mining sector no say na esitie ya summarize it in this three eye ade we sana na etie na enkoye kra nti for na gold board emaye no smuggling na manfo ye then say na me ka say na ye ni a straight system ye ni one channel ye ni kwan baako a na ye fa so ekoton gold no bia ye de ope bia nti smuggling de na ye fa no kwa nyasem ketwa ye fa no kwa na nti se bia koko a ye beka ne se ye koko board a wo mo kotototo koko no ni ade ni nyina bewie koko board for na omo no de ko no mo akwakoton wi ase nyina adwama so nti yetimi tena se kase Ghana afuwe ye de ebia 500,000 metric tons of gold ekodwa so ekokoton but na Ghana ni yentimi quantify ye de no because na say smuggling na edoso nti between or say mining sector before gold board smuggling issues are na wom enie nti between 2019 and 2023 for omo smuggle about $11.4 billion $11.4 billion and amount for me can say omo ewiaye se betime isu krono a omo wiaye because smuggling de nya de papa se ya de papa senga won fancy na de akọ ka de be fa kwa papa so na o de akọ into $11.4 billion worth of gold between 2019 and 2023 and almost smuggle ye e de free Ghana ha sei ekọ wiase amanso ekokotonton ye e bia Ghana na yegina eno no before the formation of gold board before say gold board ebeba ye beti gold board no say niema na ekoso e Ghana ebi enie for yebra gold board Ghana's gold production 2024 versus 2025 2024 versus 2025 inti say ohwe eye color blue no a eno no eye 2025 and a color red no ni nyina so eye 2024 and say ya grace betima projected gold or projected their two screen so e de amayene a the edikan ha say no eye small scale mining so omo ye small scale galamsey ni ade no amount of gold that for a free Ghana omo ede ko adwaman so between 2024 and 2025 and a large scale mining for no so omo so amount of gold that omo ede free Ghana eko adwaman so ekokoton ye eno ene gu screen so sabre nti o say Ghana's gold production 2024 versus 2025 nti small scale for no so 2024 mo dey about 1.9 so ena ye begina eye 2025 a rise ye eko 3.1 eno no small scale eye galamsey ni ade for no omo edie eno no ena large scale mining me more company bi edin but companies akese no a yenim so mututu gold o Ghana no omo so mo de a omo ede koye nti gradually Ghana small scale miners ni gold a omo de kodwama so kokoton no say abape doso e chain eye large scale for no ni so nti in 2025 large scale for no the 2.8 and in 2025 small scale miners no at the 3.1 and a core a jama so a cocoton ye ede ema omai Ghana nti we baby a yaba beduru eno no gold board ene eho ensensem for yenko key indicators gold export gold board a year on for nti sade ye 2024-2025 no a before gold board ebeba no na 2024 gold a ye de ekọ adwaman so kokoton ye no before say gold board ebeba no in 2024 gold a ye de kọ adwaman so ekokoton ye sika e de bre oman no 10.3 billion Ghana cedis 10.3 billion Ghana cedis for no any blue has say no 10.3 billion dollars 10.3 billion dollars before say gold board ebeba no sika we na 2024 enya and fast forward in 2025 gold board buy no for your contract ton gold no nyina no the free mo buy 20.9 billion dollars 20.9 billion dollars no ene de ye ka ho asem ewo ahase nti afemu no nyina edwade a gold board wo mo edie eno no an exchange rate ebza for ekwan a gold board unse na me ka kire wo se omo mandate ba ko adwuma oman no soso de ama omo ba ko esoso se omo dwade a omo die no ebeboa oman no ama oman no ye sika sidi no ahode abam amekoba se oni ni nuanom a efira borofo no kurom ne ba be ko a ososo che enya ahoden agina so nti o de toto December 2024 for Ghana sika no depreciate by 19.2%. Yaka say a depreciate a na say na hoden no so etete ba form so ohamu nchichemu be dunkron chiripo be mienu na say emfa say 19% as at December 2024 na say afemu no nyina osese a be a Ghana sika no na hoden ekokoduru ye eno no ene de ba ye ebegina 2025 afinum and we historic 2025 for Ghana sika ni nya hoden ma ekogina se na hoden no koduru be 40.1% na say be 40% Ghana sika and obekaya in 2025 na Ghana sika started se etetiba for mo Pamperi John Dramani Mahama Kraka say on a Bank of Ghana and the finance ministry na kasa say oh say dollar net tetia ba bedru be 10 cedis a omoma ne nka honomo hwe na amafo mbio efisa amanfo sunum ene ade ama obeka ya tete ba 9 kraka krabi na say adwane ye ekogina 10 honomo a egina honomo a en yekuta 10 11 na edi wura 2025 no munyina edi firim be wura 2026 mu ekakra enti wo hwe 2025 a omayen a positive ade with 40.1% depreciation and depreciate the mum appreciate Ghana sika no enya ahoden a antete amafom the mum on dollar ne pounds ne ntokwa no onya ahoden ene omo ede efe so and obekaya in 2024 na dollar ni gina be 14.9 14.7 honomo menfa na say 15 series answer na etete ye in this 2025 no ede be gina 10 series ya ekoya bia be 11 kakra na ede ekura 2026 and over July 2026 mo ebzafo nam be 10% and sa depreciation no depreciate kra no by be July ya etwam afim no na gese nam be 9.5% ewo honom enti gold board no so no ahoden ene strength bi ene akeke bi ode abre Ghana sika no ene ho so ensem enie yenko yenim aha say so eyabusuafo ye reserves sene na make say beboa Bank of Ghana so ama ye reserves accumulation yetimi ebia bosome so na oje wakechi akakra so ho na the one cedi bia kwakoto the following month na the one cedi bia kwakoto no mo wo kono na hu se wo side job bia so ho betimi aye enti side job no so be ka ho a se wonya be 2 cedis na bosome bia wotimi de to ho no mo enti ebasa na gese aboa enti reserves no for ye de nie asat 2024 na gold board enyama ye no ne number 9.1 billion dollars near number 9.1 billion dollars and after 2025 a gold board buy you know you begin at 13.8 billion dollars 13.8 billion dollars baby you begin as on mine no ewo ehon ensensem na bisa for ohwe gold board omo financial statement omo de ba Montie obeka ya na Tuesday no enwumre na was it Monday na Monday na Tuesday no ura Sameje mfi nam ne social media handle so post ye omo financial statement omo expenditure revenue ba ye ene kwan omo fa so di omo djuma bisa for ocheche mu kakra ewo ni page ne so nra ye de ehonsem etumanim awia no and so gold board for omo financial statement djuma omo ye 2025 no a bisa for ochese sika ba ye nyina no eye be $5.5 billion expenditure so say bia ye beto we ye disca we be fa ha ye the we be run institution no and so enam 109 million Ghana cedis 109 million Ghana cedis enti otifri mu a na je say surplus a egu akire a gold board say omunya ye and number 5.44 billion Ghana cedis omo no omo say omo dwade omo die no omo declare profit de mum omo declare you say and look can say omo declare profit so e omo de na surplus omo nkase ye nyam faso de mum e bia sika na ye di kodi dwa no e bia ka menim se ma kirem yi amwatemase a aso ma misika we se me mfa nkodi dwa na oba no ko dwom no aba say oh darling baby sika na ma me say me mfa nkototokoto dwe ye made ene yale na me mfa me ye nkwan me koye kra ne bi aka musa watete nam no so £1 what 1 pound 1 pound is say so e dey free bia 20 cedis abegina 50 cedis so na sa why sa calculation no come anti gold board for the way omusi church ro mo ne mo kakra eno no ti yanko yenim for IMF for and a bed drop here ade no so IMF for Bank of Ghana's physical exposure so who bears the cost into way IMF for it's an run me church much say a Bank of Ghana paying for the start sa and we your friend domestic gold purchasing program domestic gold purchasing program into omode gold board Bank of Ghana mum and just a gold board by like an agency or no and a gina a decent Germany nyina e de Emma Bank of Ghana into Bank of Ghana and na Emma gold board isika into me agent Yaw Boamah and na ebia yama miska se me nkototo niema we na me famre Owia TV for what I say into sika na ekuta me no Owia TV for ne de ma me amede kwakototo sa niema no e de abro Montie bia Owia TV for me no mo transe no ne se bia paper we me kwa ye benya ba ko bia 1 cedi so 1 cedi e na me de aba ba me do dwom honom no omo se 1 cedi 10 pesos 1 cedi 10 pesos adene susu no Owia TV for ya ejo ose meto ti me to ya me de come on am sike me ko na de no 1 cedi na kan no want to mo omo e de ko 1 cedi 10 pesos 1 cedi 50 pesos so inti e basa na ge se eka abantuwa na bebe eka no Owia TV ene bebe eka no inti niama na omode mam ni se bia ne nkesika na ode mam no e betimi atop papers we 10 this time a top papers ne be 7 and 8 because sika no calculation na ye ne yekoye no market wonom no yatutum atebase good inti we ene nam so ma IMF for de ebetu dwa se Bank of Ghana omo losses no ne ade ne omo sa so ye other business Bank of Ghana adwuma nyina Bank of Ghana mandate and adwuma oye nyina is to manage Ghana yesika cedi no oye Bank of Ghana governor wadwuma kese pa ene se sika cedi ne ye wo dia Bank of Ghana for dia so omo property omo ne bo ho ban ehweso omo adwuma nyina no any other activity enchen nti de ma Bank of Ghana for nim gold dwadie nti de ma omo ma so sa to me ne de koma a state institution which is gold board say omuni say adwuma no emfa emo and starte mampeni na nado danko ekufa at time Dr. Yaw Boamah na ekofa sanhyehyɛ we buy sabre no ne your friend Precious Minerals Marketing Company Precious Minerals PMMC yes sa edia na edaso no nto mo starte sa domestic gold purchasing program no a on beto to gold organ ha say no mo totoso so a on fa dollars enkoto mo the cedis na na beto e de efri amanfo ho on starte ya na mampani John Dramani Mahama e be gye so ho obegye no ye nie e na the gold board e ba ya nam so amanfa so we e na eba oman no eso no ezabisa for se ohwe eka ne nyina in Ghana cedis say o quantify ni nyina obeka ya afenwoma kene minority ne kire say a car IMF for say gold board abo e de ato no no and number 1.7 billion dollars for what the back Ghana sikemu and nam 22 billion Ghana cedis so the back Ghana sikemu a year 22 billion Ghana cedis so mubusa say who bears this cost a gold board and as a Bank of Ghana for and a bears aka we no a one more e ka ho asem no into the back Ghana sikemu a year 22 billion Ghana cedis and only asem a year one more eka and the entire gold board for say Saka 22 billion way ababeto no mo omne Bank of Ghana for no omo eka nyina abusia for any source of BOG's losses under the domestic gold purchasing program no abusia for any high service and assay fees, high trading margins, high off-taking costs, buying gold at forex bureau rates and abusia for I say a very important pa I say nyama mi ensen enra ye chechire mu kakra but the atiene say unse me no mi enum pampi no ano ye digwa eya na oso me pe me wo dollar kakra na black market say me nkai the last time obi call bank say okwa kosesa ebia so bi domo boga bi fra bruchire ba na say ochew dollars bi ana say ochew pounds bi ana say ochew euro bi so hu me nkai the last time I call bank say okọ no akwa kosesa ya na ye mu pi no ano ye call abochi kwa large ho ene ekokọ sesa no and omomo price no na a different from bank for no ene Bank of Ghana here enti omo kire say e kan bi e ba ye no egina say gold board for dwade omudi ye no ya na mpempi nipa no omo no omudi dwa no na omo dollar sem no rate ni na omo nyusu bank for no de na omo yusu abochi ene alaji ene black market forex bureau for no omo rate nti e ba sa na ke say ema eka eba na ke say yeba benya sa 22 billion Ghana cedis ya what they call dollars mu a eye be 1.7 billion dollars minority no e kire say omo ede e kana say na me kire say high service and assay fees so say na me kire say gold no say be ya ebe hun say gold no o say de koma nipa bi so ho no mo de collab no mo check e hun say ampa eye sika bedie eye gold pure gold so sankrofo no so no omo ye adwuma check the form lab mu ehun say pure gold they charge fees dodo bia no wo de obe charge eno so omo kire say ebo omo ka and high trading margins edu ba bia say de make o ma misika say me nkoto gold no Owia TV ma misika say me nkoto gold no o ka say me kwa me nto no 1 cedi ba me turu onum no buyer ne say de bia de ne 1 cedi 50 pesos Owia TV so here gold no nti no say me top edeko it is our margins no 50 pesos difference na bebe tutum no or say Bank of Ghana any gold board for omo efasa kan but e bia wo de ko adwaman so kokoton a na e bia wo anya ne saa emfemfro no to wei enom omo kire say ekofa saa ka we 22 billion Ghana cedis we ababeda ho no sisi a sisi yehu say Bank of Ghana ka e gold board ka ana say e your mine aban and e be mini saa ka no de every honomo sisi no yenko na yenrape yenkomo app ejebisa for the latest development what gold board any Bank of Ghana omo enhihie mu nyina eni ejebisa for any that screen so no and omo kire say ejebisa for say baby ayaba bedro no say omo emma kwan emma eye gold board eni say adwa no ebio nemum de omo ebeye ne say wonom ebeye nhyehyeye na fe eye chese gold board for na akwa musika na omo ede atoso enti so oba omo operations ya for operations transfer what it means say Bank of Ghana will no longer bear a gold related financial risk BOG ebe handle a gold board or more forex operations gold board any government ebe cover a operation cost no any adiadia we ho ensemo omo ede atudwa we Bank of Ghana and I say ora sabe jamfini nsemo de atudwa enie say there is no component of gold that we can trace because no government has pursued a traceability system we for na me catch say and then some jamfi na time on the media ni nya no sasem we oka ho asem sabe ya ebe say gold ye free Ghana no gold ye ko ye free Ghana na ko man be so ekosi he ekolande he na nyina so no part of nkomono ene enema o kire se abane de nhese egu akwam omo the system ba every gold every blade of gold e be free Ghana no for omo e be trace ora same jamfi responde to be the money yewura afenyo market ne minority no o say no de omo kanyina no akwakoye bosirimka ena gold board wa boka ni nyina yese adwuma pa gold board ya bo man ni sikasem no ena minority no yeso omo ntimi ntena ntimi enye omo ho ba bia ena adane omo akeka yenti owura asame jamfi ensem a okeka ye ediche the minority leader owura Alexander Afenyoma.
His engagement, ladies and gentlemen, is simply intended to address a number of baseless allegations and deliberate falsehoods concerning the operations and financial health of the Ghana Gold Board that have been propagated by certain individuals in recent times. Of particular concern is a persistent campaign of lies being waged by one Alexander Afenyoma and his ilk against the Gold Board over the past couple of months. This sustained, relentless campaign reached a reckless crescendo yesterday at a press conference addressed by him within the precincts of Parliament. Afenyoma's modus operandi, which can no longer be allowed to go unanswered, is to repeat the same tired falsehoods as often as possible and on many platforms as he can, in the hope that repetition will somehow transform fiction into facts and mislead unsuspecting members of the public. The Gold Board therefore deems it necessary that the record be set straight once and for all to prevent him and others like him from continuing to distort the remarkable performance and transformational impact of the Ghana Gold Board. Today's engagement, ladies and gentlemen,
no besina yeti hey or challenge honorable Alexander Afenyoma any minority phone nyina say omonfa a statement, a page, a paragraph ewo IMF report no a kire say ampa saka $1.7 billion what the back Ghana sikemo yebe 22 billion Ghana cedis no for omo aboda honomo a eno no eda Ghana tri so yenti owura same jamfibio.
Using these indisputable findings of the Auditor General to puncture the lie that the Gold Board made losses in 2025. Afenyoma and his associates quickly abandoned this line of attack and have now sought refuge in the recently published IMF report on the Bank of Ghana's Standard Credit Facility, in which the IMF reported that the Bank of Ghana recorded a loss of $1.7 billion under its domestic gold purchase program in 2025. Their position has now conveniently changed from the old false narrative that the Gold Board made losses to the new false narrative, which is that the Gold Board is responsible for losses incurred by the Bank of Ghana under the domestic gold purchase program. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing could be further from the truth. First, nowhere in the under-referenced IMF reports is Gold Board accused by the IMF as having caused the losses reported to have been incurred by the Bank of Ghana under the domestic gold purchase program. I challenge Afenyoma to point to any page, paragraph, sentence, phrase, or punctuation mark in the said reference reports of the IMF, where the Gold Board was accused by the IMF as the entity responsible for losses incurred by the Bank of Ghana. In summary, ladies and gentlemen, what the IMF report states is that Bank of Ghana incurred losses through the sale of gold under its domestic gold purchase program of $400 million in the year 2024 and $1.7 billion in the year 2025. And that the 2025 loss of $1.7 billion was as a result of, I'm quoting the IMF verbatim, the scaling up of the domestic gold purchase program, not incompetence or mismanagement, according to the IMF. After adducing
a lawyer Sami Jemfi on the CEO or that Ghana Gold Board ano na yetene kewe a government accountability series na aban na bribia na ene Sami Jemfi eteki 10 duru no so ma ko chechre nsemu a aba World Bank chese Gold Board aboka Gold Board so chese omo kabia no ehon komo no me be mama me guest na kwaba me be mama me guest na kwaba but se be na eja omo etisimu a me betwintwa wo manam na eja me bedwa wo maso no me ni dwa kakra we emra so ho na fe etisimu a na me ne omo ekwa ne se ma hu se Alhaji Abdul Salam Isa CPP Ashanti Regional Secretary so ho watrase so ena kwakwata sapon former deputy Ashanti Regional Organizer of MPP ono so atnase dambo ene yehwenanim but mami ni dwai tewumra na fe yemedi enkomo ene ewie Jejuan International School ya ma yeni dwa Jejuan International School so ehon ye den kwala ni nyina ekọ na omatete ye mane ye o say catch them young and they shall forever be yours so o say shakola ne kwampa wonfa so na onyina when free hu Okoho Palace anase oba Bishop Seto Sekufo na safo eye Ho Palace mo Sunday school for no omo enchi anu no se chirakola ne kwampa wonfa so na omaje so na onyina a when free hu eno na Jejuan International School ede maye mofra no omo ede nyamesuro ene nyame ntetiye no ewura nkwala ne munti onyini edum pemprenso bi na sebe mpreduasa se bone kura beba ne tirimu a oni bone no amane mmro sebi ni padwene ene ne ntiase so Jejuan International School yatete oba no yatete ne ye so ho na misuro ne bibia mum yatete ne ye ede ama you qualified and experienced teachers omo kire ye manma de esaso was spacious classroom da bia me ka kire so omo je nkwala no e wo classroom bia eye nipa 20 teacher for 3 ene giran kwala no so a womo ekire womo de ye combine Ghana Education Service womo curriculum no ene British curriculum ye kanimi onu bom ene de ekire enkwala na de na expert so ababe my instructions no ene ade a o hwe eye nkwala ya womo nursery ewo kindergarten ne primary school a ye wo fully equipped computer lab ye de ekire nkwala na de a we parent na duro no mo a na wani aka wani age so besa so adane abofra na watena Jejuan International School ama ya kire wade your peaceful and serene environment awunya pa school ni baby a de ni choka bebrewo inti nkola no wo school abon say ye de nyina ya dwene every classroom o debi Jejuan International School de baby e wo no ho ye ding and ho ye serene ti bibia no ma ebeja akwala na attention free classroom ho no mo yes aso was CCTV cameras ebo classroom ho ebo school no compound nyina inti akwala na te classroom na teacher ni kire na de no your CCTV camera e monitor teacher ni na o kire akwala na de no se ni o si kire akwala na de ene se ne nkwala no osi ono mo etna ede afa ni nyina no yo mpanimfo a wo mo monitor ni aso security a school no corner bia wo mo monitor your reliable school bus e fa nkwala ni free fie edi omo bus school esaso for omo free school edi omo every parent no e wo fie yem from e kan cho se mommy ene bus na Montie peka fa nkwala ne bra
your school buses no very reliable pa. Yes, also exciting extracurricular activities they can kwala no drumming and dancing no musical instruments ye chren kwala no se ne yesi bono drama ene niema pino an ye chren kwala no aha se ne bro adwene ne ntiase so no yenim said ne awofo ni parents no muni adaje your boarding facility for modern one ultra modern boarding facility hono e man kwala no yesi fa kwala ne bre Monday. Now they call in himself China kwanso, oko Togo kwanso, oko Nigeria kwanso, oko Dubai kwanso no mni ade. What they kone ko diuja? Ye sha kwala ni ye krache wo batai no a wo se ona wo akwala ni Jejuan International School and ye ka ho asem edi kire we. Sa okwado ope kwan na de oba na ko hono mo free telephone number ni sisi a 0553 1822 01 0553 1822 and a 027745 3022 0277453022 yawo ofuanse kokoben kumase santase kwan so dominance police barrier no ye bene pa fa abofra ne bra na ye nkyere akwala na de ye emma suffer recon heba center ede eye recon heba mixed abeja so a for eno ne adura sese obi anom ekurase aduro no eno na sese obi anom kane dudo no a ne ye nananom no nom no a emo munyini cheye 90 na okona afum 80 na okona afum 95 na okona afum 100 na okoba no saa dudo no na suffer recon ede aye aduro a ye fe no recon heba mixer ye fe ne kurase aduro ama Food and Drugs Authority mpedimfo agiato a ura drug store ene pharmacy shop biemu a enye na e honum se edura obi etobie eye recon heba mixer ye friend no ekurase edru uyo obi akoko si yedidi ne yanum yinkwan de koko no de ete ho etiyem ete ho na wa hwe susu a ebe praw ebetima frawani ebetimi kese amawaso krasi na nkakwabra ne mfa pen no mfa ngura na sumu a manani enye san enye mintim sefunu more echese ndedededede ya de mesre wada kope eye reko heba mixer ne binenom sa koko ni nyina ase betu ase behye okujaw nan bema na moja tatatata o choba obuni nsa mesre pe eye sofo reko heba mixer do ne binenom uyo obi asisi yade eto so wo transe ne wapagya mu ene se wo bobna etinisuo abodua nyina wo mi yebefu a mesre pe eye reko heba mixer do ne bi enonom ne bebo pa oba obu nsa ensheda maye eba 2 days 3 days na twa na se ye wo de utirime ye wo de o me de abasisi a mawie oba wo yare enu nti na won se na nse grass wa ye basa bi wa ye cheko so kala no kra nye if sine da so gire ni padua ne mum kopa reko heba mixer ne nonom obu nsa se de nyankopon ye oba no se ye 7 days obe flow 7 days ni na mafina ko entitem bia wo wi a no ye fresh so hu e chensa se wufra bruchira waba no o kala na toso kokko akokko tuntum so a fefefe kama obu nsa na ote yawo a ebeyi saa yawo ni nyina afiri ho nye sa na nyankopon ye nipadua no bibi na enkoye bibi na ensisusu ye o nipadua no mti na oba obu nsa da bia na onam yawo mu pains mu saa no onya reko heba mixer na no mu a ebetu saa de ni nyina so de bia ososo mayemre body weakness me na me ho tutume ena me na bre ena makampam mesrew pereko heba mixer ne binunom ekurase yadru etutu yade na se de ama amanfo se stomach ulcer nom ene typhoid ne yadru onunu ne yadru ne bi enti no na waka tutirim na ososo de nam na wo sa yade emrane mesrew kopereko heba mixer ekurase yadru ne bi na bobo eno ano no etu yade na se ede ama bema wode waba no down nantem na otade chiro wine no wode akwa ko wura tokuru bi mu am wakwa akote yade yese syphilis ne gonorrhea nom ne yade bi wakwa akote bi oba ososo bema bi aba be wura omremrem num ama wi ase no wonya ho ate akotenetena ba bi num ne yade ama ho ate wonya bi a mesre wada reko heba mix ekurase aduru no etu ase ede ama bema onunum nro we nyina bonus wa obenya sese ma bema no ho ejina so sei okorage ki fitia e papa sikafo no ohun baby omo ye omo training ye omo exercise no omo se bema de anya so ohun sei aba from kra na je se aye senti de bia na oposi aba no ejina so straight so ohun etu kompam a usi meme nyina nam waka final na wo bo no mfe ni agro fa kwadwero nko ho reko heba mixer ɛna ɛma saa strength no afei o pressure no wɔ soro dodo obi so deɛ da fam koraa wonya reko herbal mixture ɛbɛboa pa yɛwɔ reko herbal clinic so wɔ hɔ no mu a yɛwɔ ɛyɛ Breman yɛbɛ Pentecost auditorium no ebi amantima ma ɔyadeɛ so kɔhɔ na sɛne ɛtwerɛ na kase yɛ ni nuamare ne ɛmfa ama no ɛnsa yadeɛ no twɛdi amponyankrompɔn de bibi edura sɔfo reko mu ɔde betu yadeɛ ase ɛde ama yɛwɔ mfidi a yɛde wobɛfam baabi a yadeɛ no akɔ akɔtɛ biara no yɛde aduro ka ama no adwane yɛfiri nipadua no mu okɔ Promise Herbal okumasi a aduro bɛnya bi atɔ ɔkan si Dolvacan eye herbal Maski herbal so wɔ Kintampo oko eye Kintampo doma eye Maski herbal oko Kintampo a aduanaba herbal oko eye dadeɛ so a Elder Roxen ho benya bi atɔ oko baabi ani so Alpha herbal obenya bi atɔ Sofia Emilio Usu obenya bi atɔ Bedu Andy and Co obenya bi atɔ hɔ no Astal Colinac herbal obenya bi atɔ Barekese Aisha Muhammad ho obenya bi ato for telephone number ni sisi a na se bia wo baabi na pese de bi bro na so ton ama manfo nya bi to a eni ni san komo no 0248 672271 0248 672271 and 0244 470067 0244 470067 afi Oman Mackerel eni de ye aduane no Oman Mackerel enwumre o ye aduane be na ama abusua no wo fufu o ka banku o bebo dokono kakra ananse bi akpele na motwimeko na mode edi tu Oman Mackerel guso se ne abusua ne be sisi edi die no o bebusa se na sa akpele abetie edie huoi ena da bia meye na die na asesa ase ne mo kamfo maduane sei Oman Mackerel na yesa magic ne dia mawo ra supermarket ene pharmacy ne so be provision shop bia na eje Oman Mackerel ne bi nefa ekoye waduane no 0551205063 0551205063 na 0244726379 0244726379 mami ma bigafo akwaba na face straight yebedi enkomo a ye die mesraw obetime de wadwenkyere aba 0243220044 so ambiya kenkan dia ma akwaba
ya jamia
efri se moto aba no wie yes yene wana na wo Jubilee Park hono mo bibia de but afterwards aye ba ye nhia mama congratulate you woni unuanom a na ka ho a mo organize elections no ma NPP na no Saturday no some of us na we were in doubt say open spaces are obetimi aye bibi ama asundua ba but sene process no ura inside and there having a bonte baby or pack okay na security was there omo gina ka no akosi se ye pon ya manfo kofo mo cars na security na omo ho no ma omo direct traffic no ne ade ade making sure say manfo a omo ba ho nyina eye safe e mo maba so mo ya ade ye hu bi si ya che e omo ana laji me boa say omo ye hu bi se nche
some of you
quietly sa no ye hu bi ya che kakaba na de ga
kazongo position be busy pa
o ma mencha no tif na mencha regional secretary alaji akwaba
ya mini
isha ya che na ya meso memfa kwan we so na menase dikan meda obia ase say fi nwotwe 8 years I'm a bar as deputy regional organizer. Na me adom na Montie bo. Me di me dwuma die abawi ye. Appointing authorities appointing me da omase. Me nuanom a me no mo ye adwuma mo ne me ye ni ye me da omase.
No mo so mo no anye ni ye so.
So na so ndom pe o kankro. Nde how can you wish? How can you wish? Obi on pe ye well. Okay, then the Bible say Montie may attend from Tom the Bompire mom, so be Nadrian Sacra.
Okay.
There also be Emma Busia. Busia say, Omujame, na my Amanyosem. Say, a dear take time, a Joe Brenning and say, Namiadum, na say, o breno obusua de mawo nkankan wo yere ne obusua de mawo na ano so wada o mase na no asema my wife ka chem say dey any do na mi san sa dey o say say dey benya kwan abafi
asema wife ka hin no
so ba bi epeta ba bi apata ke be do bi ase afi eba election organization say national tea committee no my nipa 2 from national
okay
na bakuye chairperson na bakuye secretary to the committee
okay
maame talata asobayere ene menu akuma Eric
okay Erica Sunade Fosu okay
ena composition na ese research and elections member Nana Kofi ena IT Kofi na Council of Elders Mame Mary Brobe
okay
ena patron lawyer SB
okay
ena steering committee me as
a rep okay
ti eda ishia no Mame asobare ma ehu say adwuma na ede amaye no so ti obi anfa ne personal interest bi anto nchen na yenhwe so na yenya adwuma no yeso nyina maame no kwa ne yan so ne ehu hia say ye be my first time I think I was the only person na my year regional elections committee no be among them ti ye didi nkomo say yenye na china ne bewie no na di an ye bo na say bia Eric Bayo be ye adwuma no owie na adwuma ho ate Nana Kofi adwuma ho ate sene okay but as dan kase pa de nkoma electoral commission in Ghana police that is here regional commander can say we provided 1,000 men
our grounds
commander are you serious I say yes
COP or say akuto
yes now the commander 1,000 there or say I say mo 1,000 something tie no 1 for 1 kra na
okay
yes moreover I said yeah control traffic
yes
and I say omo department no bia oro obi play
okay
so yeah to about no far park no ho there were some police officers baby ankrofo tena na chi omo hwa bontin say anti the security presence na urema on say due time bi no na omo e wo gate no why is ni biti omo
yes
the time on no buy no say no what accreditation will be happy enti upia oba bioma na afi na ne ba no ayede
ama
ti afi na so ye no tretie sa the barricade no ba ko sa be see gate na nim ti na ma sanity aba ti ye down no so ne penny for ne men and women odo mo buy no
ase
ye operations menua pokokodua the 2IC ne communication PRO ne men no commanders no ne staff mo ya de finance and trofons so mo so mo bom homode on say the nyamia say
at the time you na mamu
oh send on and the adwuma also be obey said that news be any krum
That was the news in town.
no news be any
wait qu'est-ce que na miscus kuria na ora haze rezo hu de ono so
this an e be no one free kra na aba
Debi.
One any
Yeah, so yenti ase.
Anya hanko an so na be no ba bia.
Yenti ase.
One free kra be ba.
Debi. So we are regular but and then what is be too many
times say radio stations need to say dwom.
Yes, we empene.
Oh, mbepene. Nye nuanam.
You be lucky studios no.
Oh. Na se musi afna na kwa kubie.
Aye baby, you be picking number.
You know na be bo ye nuanam so eba ho be assist process na special aspirant no so candidate no so conduct
okay
agent and so conduct no I think it was a nice event
okay
na me atonsu papa agusu ewe yen so no afiachi abofunu bia ni ho se de odinku nima hu se wadinku nim de odinku go so hu se wadinku go ba de besre ne se enyina anto abasako mu ne enyere ye ho
Okay.
na yɛnyɛ adwumaden
Mate.
think sɛ ewie no optics na ɛwɔ akyire no kama
Okay.
kama
Me bed no so. Me bed no so. Mami Emma Alaji Akwaba Zana Mako Dr. Keskin. Alaji Akwaba. Nefi boko. CPP mu boko. I hope that nano common ID and is being sorted.
Oh, it's not it's sorted behind them.
Still
Even pass be.
Ebe.
Yeah, my.
Ye cry a better Keskin mobam. Now more assorted because yet been lose CPP Ashanti Regional Office no. The basa it makes the running of the party no very difficult. Inti yebe koswa na yaka ho asem. Abza for Alaji na Montie nkan. Mama Keskin so akwaba. Keskin akwaba. Dr. Keskin me kaisa last week ani ete say na me introduce as incoming the communication team member of MPP. But they said here the Ashanti Regional Director of Communications. Me kaisa enra something happened Alaji. Yene Chairman Akins. Second vice chairman ma NPP. Edin komo. Yene din komo Saturday no. Na Sunday din komo. Then Monday se obeba show no. One Chairman Bernard Amufa Jantwa. Also first vice. Any omo din komo and they agreed. Hafi edu na hafi me from my mouth say oh yeah, I just say oh Fred Keskin. I'm say how is my friend wine? Keskin.
Communication officer.
I just say oh Fred Keskin.
So I'm
say chairman na me no me anu say dey sit say yeah mom say ye nyina but dey do dey I just say oh Fred Keskin.
Yeah, say mono.
And I'm say
mono mo kan your communication no
I basa
mo kan.
You can say
There be say
but me explain you say maybe I make be about deployment. That's my can one sem over and over. Owia TV the corporate image of person obon ho ba.
yeah.
NPP as a political party we a corporate image yes person obon ba. Branding air communication. What you say? And for instance that topic bi aba na frɛ opanyi bi a topic no nim ho match. That's what me discuss it. Ye nim so okọ program we ni monitor. It was talk na odi nkomo no bi na wo follow just no you are going too far.
Yeah.
It will be na wagya adwuma to akire say ba na be clean ya.
na chiguo.
Na chiguo sa de ni kwase sibio.
Okay.
It me for afro bi na pa konya MPP ni dey go as MPP communications team member. No ba be no poto ye be na wo tife ni afro.
Okay.
De bi ehu say NDC for aye o mu deployment we mu kwa dey publish ya na e mu fe.
Yeah.
The same way.
Yeah.
In Ashanti region the strongest hold of the party. You be control deployment too. Yes, enche. We are going to restructuring ye transition ni wie na take you offer. So don't be can obia. That time so me firm last minute ye nya obia o. Me say unya obia no o for poyando. O say o topics we now o send the topics my ya. O de my say we na oba sure. O de my 11 o'clock by 11:30 can I show you some mama will be. What you crab efo?
Oh yeah, knowledgeable in the topics.
On the topics are man.
Okay.
I guess you might say ya opokumensa ho. Na topics be on educational. Other than me say me ha mo be discuss.
Okay. Yeah.
The topic be on agriculture. Na nkwan pa ho honom George Pokwan Ponsa ho. Other than me be discuss.
Okay.
But for issues be technical. Now on political economy definitely I can do justice to it.
Okay.
So we need to give the best hands the best opportunities to deliver on the best platforms. What do I say?
Yeah.
That was what with monitoring and evaluation. It's when you say nipa na ekoha, put okay the monitoring team. Chale nipa we how. It's easy for us to follow them.
Okay.
But when nipa onam utek away, when nipa onam Fox away, when nipa onam Owia TV away, how can you monitor the person?
Yeah.
And I hire. And edu be a ampa ahana panyi bi o ma na di nkoma pese oba. Mint yent mean stop it. Such a production, but in pain pin and whom he say, oh okay, penny way bow based on the relationship, the good either animal building. Then we can okay, yeah, away. And penny for us to be Benedict in Como. Or Becaya, penny for the old man. I won't programs. I don't know from say minimum income. Then I go through Poyando, then my schedule. The same way, it is all by me, so it is so baha. And you may be program, oh, milk must sit to that will be free. 1-on-1 bit pack or something. Then yes, we are fixing Jama. We will make sure say, but Juman be easier. Now me and so Juman easier. We need to meet ourselves halfway, and I think that is the way to go. Because the story be now to a partner your friend say obiti studio be na nsema all cano. Also MPP communications team member be na. What me dream I know who be back free. and it doesn't help our cause as a political party. It's only been a remember chairman for Nabaso. I think we had this discussion some few days ago and which I say. Sincerely speaking, communications, official channels of communication for the party. Say and free secretary one neighbor, and say free communication officer one neighbor.
Okay.
And I mean, secretary I say. Two my write up my mayor statement via a brass secretary and signing
the party structure. The communication director, secretary.
Not just the communication organizers.
Okay. How about chairman and the secretary?
Oh, chairman the secretary so.
Okay.
It's in the paper no we share organogram now. Secretary let me call chairman no raise issues with him.
Okay. Not the organizer, not the youth organizer. Not the women's organizer.
Women organizer, national organizer. And so we call Dennis Kwakwa on the come as him. Not Dennis Kwakwa at the secretary.
Okay.
That's how it is. Me here BBS the secretary. That when it gives the secretary the power. And I say a man who near my air course within the various it's issue the secretary must be the master architect of the party.
Okay.
That's where from the chief executive officers.
Yeah. Like he sees to the day-to-day
management
of the party.
And no disadvantage a woman here. So now secretary lazy. Every organs nina akufo.
Okay.
And so now secretary so yeah after. Every organs no be adwuma. Because channel no communication no call as it's expected. Once a new man be flow by itself.
Okay. Matthias.
But our chairman also will keep an eye on the wings, because wings no na the engine of the party. I feel say a human secretary no man no chairman no, and I say wings no nya adwuma.
Okay.
Chairman away proactive secretary. What is happening? Let me go to
okay.
So the system must work. But Bibi Oma we see here after you two about many years. But since I'm a share and paying for party for you or more conference for. He told me two things. The first thing he said, they want us to work together. It is simple and basic.
Okay.
So unity is a must. What I said?
Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. And anytime MPP is united, we win the elections.
Really?
Anytime. I can give you historical or even brief.
Okay.
Anytime I hear divided, especially from Ashanti region, we lose the elections.
Okay.
Anytime. Share NDC vote on me at 2024 and 2020. They appreciated by about just 15,000.
Ashanti
region. Not so much.
They are not party.
I said the 2 NDC 2016. We have 2016 vote about 400 and something thousand. 2020 we also around 600 and I think 15,000 or something. And that's 650,000 at this time. I adjusted by about 15,000. It tells you say NDC are holding power. They are around 650,000, 670,000 Ashanti region. But MPP for Uncle Twaba, it will affect MPP for Ashanti region. And anytime President Biatsna so acte. Now all free so no. The party faces succession problem. Rollins from 81 to the year 2000, we saw it. Kufuor, the former president, from 1984 to 2008, we saw it. The two MPP. Nana Dankwa from 2007 to 2024, we saw the two MPP. John Dramani Mahama from 2012, Oba expired 2028. No one has said the signals of that succession problem are starting unity.
When the EC government,
Johnson, the Sedun Ketia, Chief of Staff,
Ato Forsen, Haruna Idrisu.
So the succession problem is going to come. MPP for they hang and say, yeah, but manager who you can't have. Then the second thing I make your talk baby me when he said, oh, share the gaps now. Maybe anyways are that close. What it tells us, they say, for expectations are very high.
Abana omototo ye nti se ye to ma secretary we a
you see
de na odi na chi no who say gap no ye wide enye close. Okay,
the list cry more than 100.
What you say?
Okay.
It tells you say nipa no na to abama they have serious expectations. Two bana o the bana be jagra, they will not be happy with you. See me to abawie ya me hwe abana ko foju beti obi ko fo bebre hu ya we have got to be Montie boss. Mama should easy answer.
The one who share results no figures na
buy. How at least me who me the dynamics. Okay. I wanted to understand it before I get into a frenzy.
Okay.
ano pa 6 I'm afraid in the paying shot you be because see of an biaboko there also biaboko didn't come on and he showed good sportsmanship yes man for quite for communication adwuma no ampa you are a good communicator the other things you can do ideas are now no e bi wona wo ye never boama and munyo party ma why not o just be the answer results aba and I will peja now so konya appointment bi adachi ye nya ba be just can go for so you didn't come on na say e kama na nyumre na ye call honorable kokofu e hokochi ado no the flowing day the meetings because so essential even all the aspirants no and I see that as a good step but it shouldn't end there what I say let's say actualize it more of your casa no ni menina obi co elections no lose here doesn't mean we cannot bring people together what I say they all have something to deliver na yasre say of fear echi any abofun like Kweku said what I say at the end of the day if ye na truly intention is said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be president 2028 let's forge ahead in unity. In Ashanti region, once we stand united, nothing will stop MPP from winning 2028. It's that simple. Now me di we no. Now me jam my program no. Mada a party for in ase. Now ma stress say yonko so fa ahoden kese enta Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echi. Obompa no bompa ni biama no. Because more indications NDC is going to opposition.
Hey,
for more indications.
Sana ho no.
Me ma indicators me happen.
Well, two
pair. Okay. What a year fee?
Let me move our assembly.
What figures are buying no editorial abontain inflation inside the money? Does it reflect in the market?
Yeah, there are complaints. Even in there's a businessman or buy a show. So, yes, or a politician, Kofi Abrifabuzia, or a businessman. He was complaining, say the indicators, the Omono who has business people, no,
it doesn't reflect.
It doesn't reflect.
That is why the government is losing it. Well, that's the first indicator.
It is fees all time.
The government has almost expired 2 years. Maybe within the first 2 years, when my third year, I'm prepare for elections. Mon call for a conto, Quesca, maybe we have a PP about Montie.
Allege.
Oh, Alex, I say. Missing maybe we have a PP about Montie. Let me move here this way. We are not allege a show. Offer Auditor General's report 2024. Near say regularities about 2 billion cedis. 2025, there, my first year, about 5.3 billion cedis. Those issues are going to go back into them and discuss them. Okay. Now the second indicator, NDC a very robust campaign on youth employment. On by democracy. 133 in a way. Automatic posting for nurses, teachers away. If no more my age, my con music once and sabo. It's a ne omuna na omo exam no swear to abama NDC no. If they are going to vote today, what will happen? Don't forget, the YouTube population we're talking about in 2028 is about 72% of the voting population. So if you fail them on the issue of jobs, can you come back and tell them, say, we want more jobs?
Not a dog.
Now, I'm going to indicate to some anybody.
Very,
very short one. The credibility of John, your friend say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as against NDC and John Dramani Mahama.
Really?
Yes. I brought Dr. Bawumia say, enter between the Ghana card to coin. Ufi abroche ba na Ghana nya we use as a form of identity. And this work as no credit. And you can use it in 44,000 airports. It obia onim sa de no e yem nuanum kuma omo be the youth no. Gen Z fo they read a lot. Eti obi onim sa de we e gina ho. Now you compare Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and NDC candidate on baby o ka say no yentra. Who are they going to believe? About Dr. Bawumia say gold purchase program I say. Then this work can say me nya papa corruption we are gold. And then almost gold purchase program. Oh madani ani I gold board no with PMMC no. And no mom they save the Ghanaian economy. It's about your idea say with pama combine the 2.1. Na say Dr. Bawumia gina ha. Na say dun ketia gina ha. Julius Zebra gina ha. NDC ni bia gina ha no ma. Who will Ghanaians believe?
3 days ni and one managing part in the communications our Ashanti region. Ejuma na diana. Kaskin.
Ejuma na say bad thing. It is a difficult job because communication is an art and a science. Any pa ho ejuma. What you say? And system be that if you want to make a change to it, overnight it takes time to crystallize. For instance, and them do am just one say Kweku time say hey kill abaha because some nim kwaso no as make say me kill abaha so you know the fact remains say e bedu baby no Kweku eba you be deploy Kweku una akwa so you know it once a system no nya and crystallize here, no. What I say, a lot of things, and meetings will be so costly.
Okay.
What I say, Africa, you are still in a transition phase. Say, handing over, so many things are happening at the same time.
Okay.
We never call we can radio stations straight. Interviews are my because we be a person kasa at this time.
Okay.
But later, no me who say, oh, on this issue, before squad say me free for interview, no say issue with there. Your mama numbers are free for quarter. We free then squad what I say.
Okay.
Every system no, I very organic.
Okay.
But for now, we are still in that phase. I feel you open up in the market.
Dog, congratulations.
But that's me.
Nyaminka.
But you be here more. You be here more. Now the relevant topics they say discussing. Yes, someone more discuss it. You do baby. We follow.
Maybe more. We
follow AEB media house be. Obia another commission be quite hospital. And then no more the topic for discussion. Almost say adaya. No, he be wo. Buankra hono. Things or him as or side of public toilet. And no more discuss.
Say we be here.
I'm like wow.
Editorial policy.
Editorial policy. The American say do be an agenda setting no. It will be a two skipped. You discuss issues that are locally relevant to the people. Why? Say agenda one year majagung gram is young kong beam. Omana say because the coffee was sent by a banica so over bitia for come the no bitia who come. Now I'm over be. Because quite be a good business. Obianca was sent be. There be a gumno. You're trained.
The health minister say or more or be 35 beer or more
35. I finish us and I finish do say August.
We are in August.
Tell the dear any of you come the crowd on my others. We inquire me. Each other ones, they know more young
Mate.
So we are going to come back to those issues and discuss them deeply.
Observe for a friend, Dr. Keskin Osu Puku, or Ashanti Regional Director of Communications, and yete Nenkana Yei, Miskus Kuria, and Owia Haseya. Dambo Baba Transe, not ye didn't come on. But on come on, started the free Alaji Honum. Alaji, sa gold board, Yaboka, Yamoka. A canny 1.7 billion gold board said there be a surplus of about 5.44 billion Ghana cedis mum and a dahonum no nyeka a cannot cry a margins ne why bina or more a de eshesha alaji the minority ejina fa ene sami gemfi a church in semu e de achreyen but still a man for who say there are a lot of like gaps baby with IMF asemo mababeka any the Bank of Ghana ne Auditor General for so omo reporter omo edebaye as a man for GD all from Dambo akwa bansana alaji atwaso akwa
minia nana now where
everybody adom na so
na adentra ya to aba 1 week crown by communications officer and asa director what shall say invade studio and flyer me hu na kesken na so
yes
but your time no kesken na be dimu fa onya amotre
me de na mde ama no
ene ne sori ko ene sori ko uje na demand ya sori ko we
I like that
I like that but bibia come on
mate
me na salam so I come up on no
alaji
da bi o twa to so
da bi na me de ha me CPP party office no ase munyina mo mfoma no ntumu bi
na CPP kwa na ya affected na ya affected
omo de ho de
PNC mu asantore
o ma jesafo ano
mutiati
we de ndi safo ano hange
omo se fieru na mo notice say ade no na mo de ndi ya jesafo ano
no kwasem no say o hwe 2024 aba yekoto both political parties in na ba together and you say MPP ho afono ye enti yanto abanuma NDC manema enti in some of these things na anya hwe kra for the sustenance of our democracy multi-party democracy and ko say NDC timi yehu bibi ba yem bisa on kra mpo say na yetia no aye ka bi edi akire di campaign ko obi afre say ye hia krofo ni nya
the regional minister Dr. Frank Amako hene mfrem mu bia to a meeting say bia
Frank Amwako hene asase ne frɛ emi share didi nkomo but going for the nyanti bibia
na problem si mo de ato na nim say the representative of the president
ebia unu ati hai ono so ababu
na MPP for so kwakwata support MPP mo de ato o manim
kwakwata fe na what me mo na man me official mo na man o so na fe mo kwa abato and there new faces baba and on wa bo adwuma ana obi be take over ebi ono be channel na up there ni ehun kwankure be faso nyasa ni me ekoso no ha adwen pa pese yaje ye party office ye kini yaje na say salam enso Mugabe o Asante Mamu all political parties chief scribe and as a general secretary dwuma bi a wadi ne ha bebrebe nyina no na ono so ye di notice asef na ogawo enti e besere
na unma de ne ya also can notices hereby served.
Yes. A home kwan henia. Sa a ho kakra da.
Yeah, the office can you copy obu enku bia asuma sembi ne pese ye ka. Ye nyina na salam office social.
Okay.
And nema bu okra logistics bu ono wo si equipa. Na office na. And once ono so notice no I effective no meaning say they say grabie nya ba bi
Enti PNC ni regional office.
Ya office.
And a CPP so be lose or money.
Also, ya say wo mu notice.
Na say MPP cross so many party office was Ashanti regional.
Oh, they say no man I we say a friend say temporary office or don't know buy no man temporary office.
Nana more office than
any office.
Na office no money be. Office no money be.
Any office
flag bearer. Yes, flag bearer and then work campaign office.
Flag bearer and Red Cross.
MPP as a political party in the region.
What you say
flag bearer and Red Cross.
Oh,
yeah, you more Red Cross.
Debbie. But a flag bearer one a personal party officer.
And personal. And personal.
A party office.
A party office.
Okay.
And a party office.
Provided say a organization same thing a party office.
And another pass one year. One year.
Don't be on
Yeah, quite election.
The issue is that as I'm that one say Baumia office. Yeah, we go say yeah, call Baumia campaign office. It's a political party office.
Mummy and Quenim.
Yeah, problem is say Yaji office, Yampis country.
Some flag bearer. I was Sabi wo Kumasia. Can see
it will be better for the party to have an official office.
I agree.
But I won't be a Montie. It's the same.
Okay.
That's a more temporary office.
Okay, Alaji, gold board and common. What TTB? He jina.
Or Frondes.
Sir. Oh, come on, me. Akunya back one and go join ye. Woman, my Odi jano. Fire no ni di so. Ozi se wo no oba ye utu kwakwata sapon so ke odi time market skin. Okay, mate. Me entwa so. Alaji ma mintie wa gold board.
Mamincha wa shafo ina na wi. Minia gold bond issue ya kan wasami. Gold bond institution abai e buy say ombe as aggregator of gold. So na be abetimanya enough dollar reserve.
Yeah.
Gold bond is not a profitable institution or interest making institution. And that's interest commercial making institution. The target is say want to maintain your gold, no enough say forex and from to send about to mitigate its silly depreciation. Then to me enough dollar in the reserve I boy. The social policy Bank of Ghana initially was the financier of gold bond. It's a aggregator. What they do is say amuto domestic gold, you know. Now amu atom armor. They are more or less like atom armor off takers. Now the amu say kanino gold ni ye Ghana ye tonwa ye de kwa brochi koton. To gold board buy no to make their work effective. I'm going to take you two risk decisions. One, they say, Oma ban no more actor a bandy individual from selling gold outside this country. Want to mean gold the mobile is a gold bond. To ensure say amount for bear say ejumano. Among the policy buy so amount for certain benefits from buying their gold. This a gold no say anka ordinary buyer na better on 1,000 and better on 1,050 that's 1,001. And I say incentives more. So never want to be smuggling from court if you are Burkina Faso and La Côte d'Ivoire and Togo. No better no. It also mean who are be free amount never better gold every of more. What is happening is say a more certain a waiver. For example, anka omuna do gold no El Quabontina. They will pay for the freight and insurance. Omodo could do a year or minor a ton gold na. You are be a friend genuity tests. Genuity tests here are the idea so we do gold no ko. No guys a bar of gold we a 20 carat of gold.
Kone a dambo munko.
So we gold no guys 20 carat of gold. Next almost test here. It has to meet their standard.
It has to meet
the international standard.
Okay.
They be Owia no. Owia and yesa. And don't go do a different genuity test number here. When you have shortage, what's already become to meet the standard.
Okay.
and a friend the UG test.
Okay.
So all these things in and so gold bond among kwaya opportunity no. Who off take about to idea what on. Amemo that's benefiting.
Okay.
Send about all the car. Say about to shoot a juma audio balance. And insurance and your friends saying frighten our and all the car back costing. Amemo discount about balancing this cost.
Okay.
Obibeka say be accounting man as a finance, Obibeka say be a transactional cost. And all this one, okabomwa, gold bond and ton gold no, according to the international price. Kamu de kwa amonani ambeton. What you say? Because amuma waiver. Waiver na ma amo price and meet international standard price.
Okay.
Meaning so what you say? For example, so all the gold no kwa bond, all the call international market. Don't say a ton US. All the gold is about a pound of gold.
The gold is it is a phone here kuta
me overturn ABR $10,000. And I'm saying yeah Ghana gold bond agasa na dey quarantine. Obi na ba fa hade akọ. Ka Ghana na ereko about 10,000 but okwa ka hu say obetua freight costs. Obetua insurance in case say BBC insurance no cover no. Okoduru ha obe genetic test. Asa na dey do akoto market na o say testify hu say I meet the standard asa na aton. Anyway, na onye biom because ono obi na beto na wade akọ ono akoto biom. So say na ba convince obi na ba firi ho aba beto de akọ nti o say freight na nka me metu akọ no say no me mama ho ehun discount. Insurance nka me meya no me mama ho ehun discount. Okay. Jeri test nka me ko me no a discount. Nti o kona san ko beto no 10,000 a me meto am ho ebia 9,500. Say na ba do 500 be balance adi we ya market balance.
Okay. Na gold bond na ntimi konkoton na dey
because a bit delay in revenue mobilization ampen accumulating the gold, taking it out, go and wait for international market. International market is more or less like an auction. And all follow and the gold now I appreciate it and I depreciate. So you look at what time to you strike a deal.
Okay.
And the amount over $1 in about quarterly. Meanwhile, I'm for demanding dollar every day.
Yeah.
So to meet the demand for dollar in the system, and to also meet them time be about to be a Jimsika. And the off take about to send the ABR, no fancy $100 million about to account. That may happen. No, decide you scanama. And no, you get access to the cash, you know, and time that say we prepare because don't do for 5 pounds on call or the 20 pounds a call. Also a certain quantum of tons. Now they are meeting insurance at the area. So I don't be delay in getting the revenue in time. So one of the advantages is gold bond was there to get the money quick. Scan about 10. Now inject in the economy now, enough reserve. Can we say when you have enough reserve of forex on Kwano, at the most can appreciate it.
Okay.
Because any financial expert when him say the moment reserve air take on, speculation be say you see the new air follow, and people will try to keep their dollar.
Yes.
The moment they begin to keep their dollar, the moment the dollar price appreciates. So they see that. But I mean, who say Bank of Ghana say more $3 billion. Example, $3 billion Edawa. Oko so dollar occupied. O to loga na e short omo pompo in mo. O sika na be she. What was okay say mrena gold bond point about $2 billion into system no. Dollar drop why come by 10 series. So they mo keep dollars at 16, 17 series in omo boka.
Yes, it's true.
So that is why gold bond decided no young train and yes this a gold bond accumulate gold bebre na afla akosano. It will not serve the purpose. I bet it's a canina dollar and say Yakocha and by the time in between the time of dollar and dollar banana can appreciate that level.
Okay.
So these are the costs. Obibeka's a transactional cost. And I'm dollar na banasa. Over on the flip side of it, like every IMF. IMF will not go and do his accounting based on bank gold bond entries and our gold bond principle. On a bank account the accounting we are based on the market standard.
Yes.
It is a gold bond at 100 pounds of
gold.
On a international market, saying
maybe not an ounce of gold internationally, maybe a price in
$1,000. Okay. So gold bonds are the same.
Okay.
Based on the international market.
International market.
So we are. That's the moment. I don't think the moment area. See, if I say ounce is 1,000.
Yes.
You are 100 ounce. 100,000.
Yes.
Gold bonds see you are to my 200 ounce 100,000. No mum. On we enter 100,000. Go bond enter then obi out on 9,000.
Yes.
Not on 900. Then the 900,000.
Yes.
About 90,000.
Yes.
This I am a fan of balance. So I say we lose 10,000. Based on the international price, we lose 10,000.
Yes.
That one you can take it away from them. But when we institutional transaction because no based on this price is how I sold it, and these are the reasons why I be torn. To me, no. In fact, me call my mocha because the motive behind my thing is say me get enough dollar into the system, and I've been getting it at the rate I mean mocha. So yes, on your paper it may appear as I may per international market standard no my mocha there, but me honor there me mocha. For example, you in a business, and them say okoto ebia, they mean okoto ebia tomatoes, a crate of tomatoes, but you also a ton 2,000. What you say? And obi na say me there and yet tomatoes no born na person me turn say I need some cash to be able to area me see me dine. And the tomatoes na me turn 2,000 I must kind of month me see me dine. Me turn me then 1,008. My mother say me escape be fan see me dine in 10.
Yes.
And this calculate in toast our market. It is standard price because in toast market in toast you create 2,000. This I will say what on toast 100 creator you're supposed to have what 200,000.
Yeah.
But we share no we are friends say 180,000 make us what about 20,000. So you know also say yes I may say but the motive say my turn was to establish something else.
Yes.
That thing is going on.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true, Matthias.
Now you look at the sika the mom. Some fire no me yes I mobile car there be because we share international forex omode year. Ade ba kwa na mo kan say at the time I'm talk good maybe ana I'm on dollar your friend saying 11 cities. They go and sell it at dollar 11 cities while dollar no according to 13 cities. And they say loss. They say fine, but we are motive. They say we are not there saying you can make a profit. We are there saying the policy be bad. Yeah, moka, but you get enough dollar. If I don't share page 17 of a more audited report, HSA, amu sika me na amu okay, but amu total revenue na be 5 billion 550 something thousand.
Yes.
And more transactions I'm exceptional expenditure. And look also about a little over 100.
Yes, yes, 100 million Ghana cedis.
103 million
100, yes.
So that to feed more. They're able to save him over 5 billion.
Yeah.
Now I'm for say based on international they've lost about 1.7 billion. And here no based on international price.
Yeah.
Now go compared to last year 2024.
Yeah, and our production there are two screens. Exactly. So no say gold board operations 2025
109 million.
Yes.
So you feel more a bit more the surplus of 5.44 billion.
Yes.
Now when you compare 2024 in 2024 Oba say a friend say gold for reserve any gold for oil, who say that was the two things we are doing. You're losing 5.6 billion.
Gold for reserve
and gold for oil deal. For oil 5.6 billion because transaction of over 50 ounce tons of gold. It's because Aban Susu say me the gold for oil now 5.6 now. Gold for oil and 1.8 billion. And then gold for reserve 3.8 billion. Look about you get 5.6, right?
Yes.
Gold for oil no. When you say okay, I say so gold for oil, I didn't come agent to be. No agent na ton. No the dollar akwa there. Akoto.
Oh yeah, not
the man. Your man has a discount of $1. So about no akoto no. You can do so whether dollar appreciated or not no. You'll be able to sell and make money.
Yes.
So that discount will affect 1.8 billion.
Yeah.
Of the gold.
Yeah.
Gold for the reserve because we wanted to keep gold. Okay, but me I say you cannot take gold outside because we wanted to keep gold bebreno. You say mama this can over at this rate. So the base come on.
Yeah.
We lost a lot of money there. Okay, but 1.5 funds. A friend saying 6 billion. And at any point in time, we are over that kind of transaction. They say MMT international price in a day, you are likely to make a loss.
To incur losses.
But as to whether that loss is, people should understand. Say loss it's not in terms of revenue. That one cool. It's a revenue and the international standard. You are going to make it. But what make it? It's more like an impairment in business. Okay, I say Bank of Ghana. I got some lose 63 billion and it's going to demonstration.
Yeah.
It's not some lose cano. But the way I did be a funny impairment. Impairment is when you reduce the cost of your assets to meet the market demand. What you say? So see some of the things are now more here. So if it's moving forward, now if you say some correction needs to be that we can look at it and make it. But as it stands now, the normal losses are happening with all since the policy by 2021 or so. 2022, I shall say gold for oil, gold for reserve.
Domestic gold purchasing program. Okay.
You will lose.
Okay.
Because 1 year I'm money per incentive. 1 year money per discount. Or the base and they come on to Akoton. And one me to target I got because they say Osha debt and etua. Debt and etua ni other things in dollars. Imagine say dollar could understand and I'm 12 11 cities.
Yeah, this
dollar
morning is 11.
Yeah. If dollar happens to be around 17 cities. Na Ghana ebetua ni domestic.
I no pay a Bank of Ghana rate no ma post to
Exactly.
television. So the dollar is 11 cedis.
11 cities.
Yes.
So at 11 cities rate, for to say Ghana ebetua ABA or any debt servicing for international debt servicing in about $100 million. Sign ebetua never compare 17 cities. So these are some of the assessment. You may see this as a loss, but only on the put on the scale, what we are saving through debt services, any other expenses are used in dollar now. It's more than what we are losing.
Okay.
So sometimes you have to strike that balance.
Yeah.
You don't look at the losses now. Oh yeah, vis-a-vis ni adia oh yeah. It's like a normal life. Say, Obia was say you see a ton tree, and now Ojan be war. Me fan say akumadai. Ojan akumadan 500 cities. But ton wa high 700 cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, Obia 700 cities. Wa because we lose 2 million. But look at the time of the paper.
Yes.
Full car,
yes.
You know the and I mean 700 cities can get.
Yeah.
It may sound say who got one go to 2 million.
Yeah.
But savings why and say it guarantees everyone time will be enough save and it's more essential.
It's true.
So these are some of the analysis I was saying here.
Okay.
It means we say we can shift away from politics and discuss this dispassionately. Losses in some of these things are not real losses in terms of financing. But I expected the economy and then also unsankai. But they say and come and say, but one is anyone to see. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. But it's not like say Ghana gold bond kwaji 10 billion and I'm going to transaction it's going to be 2 billion. No. That's not how it is.
Okay.
What's it say?
Matthias say. For your friend Alaji Abdul Salam Isa, CPP Ashanti Regional Secretary and can say good afternoon, Mr. Boamah. I am Kelly. I'm watching the show from Accra, La Paz. Or say victory is coming for NPP in 2028. In the message, no. I say good afternoon, Anaya Boamah. As usual, I'm watching you live from Manso in Kwanta. No matter the explanation of Bank of Ghana losses, the blame should be put on the doorstep of Sami Jemfi or say Sami Wechi go big time. The day NPP will show you, they will say, and NPP will show you where power lies when they come to power. Swallow your pride and pray for God's guidance. Greetings to my daughters, Charlene, Zelda, and Rodina. Say Barumba, or your head teacher, Ewo Manso, actually DA Primary School. And or the message we buy. Mamenko say, na menhwe se metimi akan bi ewa hasea. Or say good afternoon Owia TV. Well done. With this NPP new executives, NDC will get 3.5% in Ashanti region. My regards to my classmate Kwaku Atasapon. Please, also the Dean de Frank Abwaje Jr. and Oshe Show way or also so ne or say good afternoon, boss. Or say I've listened to Dr. Keskin yesterday and today too. Or say tell him okay, pray for God's guidance. Okay, Mate, we free ura honum and all the message we buy here. Also found the bra 0243220044 ni enkenka enfama kwaku mame emra honomo according to a large in church or de amaye or say enye lossa ebia ebefa ne sesika da honomo a afri yensa nemum when such transactions are being done sa losses no ebeba sa netie ene bia mo MPP mo me hunu ne sa
sani awudi ka chirichiri mu no gold board edin na ye ade foforo ba mo dwumadie no dodo na anya foforo because na PMMC
yeah
na gold board ebae me de me ne aban ne ya adwene say yemma individual bia kwan ma no export to the gold
yemma individual bia
yemma no
okay
no export to the gold
okay
na ban no bet said ye koko na me sure say the aman DC e face problem se CA eye the omo ka kire Ghana for emra ye good for oil and alaji mboa
Good for oil.
emra ye good for oil no so me dem fi press conference in 23
emra na mo ye the gold for oil policy no so me dem fi press conference say
23 ani nyina fa gold for oil no so explanation large the buy so the common sense mo enka adwuma no kasa na esen ke de eba ba say no yentimi me fa large explanation no because nipa na da me sini stress no nya sa na nte ase tie so say good for oil na omusi agent bi ho adenti ne yem first kanoma company na oil ni straight near this kind of comma agent
they say there's one shake in Dubai
and yes ka fa ho no be send no text message no sa ni pana ono so ye agent or ni gold board for ye adwuma that same language omuso yes ka fa ho to no be obi se o machi gu ho no
mbakwaku yentimi nkoso amfanye bia nye politics so no credit da hwa
ote yawe
kwaku
yenye red cross for and yenye CYO for
menim some your politician
and nti ya do ana obi a o measure no sane wo hu ade no enti mi ma se hu no say ne o kira no hu ni different nti hu ni say na de wo gi wi a o ba da bi enya ne sa da hwe o kan IMF no document na e ka e baaye gold for oil so time you say ka e ka also kofa oil about the gold koje oil o si o nka kwa ka gold nie oil nie ensa no mkan afede ma kofa medom man aba bi se mfinfin na medom man no and this time no sa $400,000 na wo gold for oil no ho no say papa no afasika ni nyina 400,000 no ma fa calculator no above 400,000 times 14 cedis no actually say Ghana cedi say na akodi nipa no ho ena de we to de o de usu say transactional cost losses say administrative losses say then losses and loss say na large explanation almost bet me out on the market in street US come on fast tom gold or momo agent Russia omo agent Switzerland omo agent a man mine ton gold or market no so be a market in the street
but I like you say be a bit delay
yen ni sikanti but won tias yen say agent nenye enye nra ntimi nyene so today na so tiasia ebia me ton phone we me come market at 10,000 ba bia me here card ya ya de entem to ma menti so 2,000 na 1,005 ma so tiasia na wo de amame na wo watimi akwakoton age and this hard time na phone no wo ho kusi say ye beto no eno ho na wate ade no so anayesa ti bibia ye na manyosem bibia ye na manyosem se ohwe data na o crowd ye analysis na ba charter o use ye concerning gold prices gold ayenya 2024 senka production tin hwe alaji so hwe Ghana's gold production 2024
versus 2025 small scale miners dodo
1.9 million a shoot to cost 3.1
yes
we are not about terms galam say gold board buying
but you see if you are going to do a proper analysis of this it is happening because 2024 they banned small scale miners from selling to off-takers.
Alaji Pacho Chow Mike na ha.
What was it? They ban also gold bond the act buyer and stop Owia from selling gold to anybody.
But Alaji, the blue one no 2025
when the law has been passed,
then gold board
when the law has been passed,
it should to cost.
When the law has been passed, so you can't sell gold to anybody apart from gold.
Apart from gold. But oko large scale miners
large scale.
I know guys, large scale mining.
Yes.
In 20 large scale mining in 2020.
That's why I reduce.
It's because they are not producing.
Why are they not producing?
Yes, you should go investigate. Some of them are litigation. So look, for example, what a hit goldfish they have stopped producing.
Yes.
Another company is something about I take over. The production has reduced.
Yeah.
And it's quite a contributing factor.
Yeah.
So you have to look at the time at 2024. What was the law on selling the friend to gold board?
Gold.
And then see this time.
Okay.
Alaji, the enemy say 2024 1.9 million. of gold.
The small scale money.
Small scale.
Say I shoot on
And you
produce
produce say 3.1.
Yes.
We are not catch them say galam say ni. Assume me say amo aggregate no 2024 no my gold board no. And I'm na kosra. Hwegabo no. So are you by this telling me say that time gold and encro a smuggle the cotton not person or the hwegabo no.
It's so wide, yeah.
It's so wide. I agree.
Yeah.
So wide.
It's so
I agree
wide.
with you, but you see,
But while small scale mining no large scale mining
It's coming down.
litigation I buy no normal litigating individual.
Yeah.
So whichever way I dey no be kono, I buy what the center of ade ni nyina. Here there the name say Ghana ni bia adwene say yenton gold moka o. I see am as ka say ton koko. Na wi abaka so aboka duane e cha na emu ye den abetimli nsu afrem. What so be aton koko aboka da. And enti sansam na ye ka ye opposition a ye ka no. One way aba power ade no ebese di nyame de me den say nipa no age ade na ginam say gold for oil ye de ya kofa agent ye de kaba ya yese no say nipa na gold board no ha na de say waboka 1.7 billion o de o say enyeka and no true challenge e ma afenyo ma ken say o mekire line back one word e che say waboka alaji o de IMF document 0.13 kan ha and now 1.7 billion anyway
say me show say losses na here.
oh na so no so use the word loss the press conference one kan say be obe che say omaboka 1.7 billion we ye den ya eyeka because asika no so nke betimi aba oman no say na ne nyina ya ti ase enchechemu a alaji di amen common sense approach udimo obi a so ye den ote ase so is amejam telling me that time na explanation alaji kan say no onte ase no ni mana say no ni so magana fo hu say so the agent be she bibi mu na person obokro no me wa also the agent fire mu ma krofokra jis kan so mu koto good na bi so akoya no basa ni nyina be ka o.
Oh, it's true.
Ananyeka.
It's true.
Eka. Kono no mi ho publication bi. I just a huge sums of money akodi nkrofo ho a so mu to gold no famra lipa no jis kan enti say eyi no omoma sa license no their qualities and omohwe nipa no and to omude sky den ema
Yeah.
and enti sa nyoma no say ube also say odi shame e ka no omo aludu no to reserve good for reserve
Yeah.
to say a $1 beba one day Ghana for sika $1.7 billion and shit na achieve $1 because of so person e ka say o the dollar bafom na kaskin bisa on dollar now project here no 11 point something
Yes.
opa yanko forest bureau adum
Oh, black market here different.
the forest bureau near black market
Yeah, forex bureaus no.
enya black market
Enya black market.
the bien ni wa o kwase $1 emo 12
Oh yeah. Oko abonten dia bia be 12 cities. Is here nam 11 cities dia be 12.
forest bureau
Forex bureau.
we no betimi aye we na your bank transfer
And when it there no crab bank na de kakra beto so Bank of Ghana, yes.
and I'm say bank transfer no so cross we are say tax
It's true. Charges near the ade obetua.
to be we no na say year do 13 and to me there to say na mate say Ghana itimi ne Chinese direct say cedi no be convert akọ Chinese yen no straight na wo to ade a nyafe na utua dollar no ma convert a ebe ma no ma kra e cheaper he unum say na young guy bi enya ska 100,000 no do China
Yeah, okofa na free China.
into the ya drew Thursday Fridays na wo per Emirate e de to kwan a ya hwe ne bo no
Yeah.
ya hwe ne bo no sanoma no asa ye bo ama amano ne nneoma akosoro because of the dollar no e from and a local companies I want so e suffer Intimidate yaw, me de man no be si no. Ye de enim hwe ne so dokuna to ase ya den aben. The animal say $1.7 billion. Car, some jamfi, and in the gold board, abo Ghana for. Cause escan is scarce and Ghana. And I could the agent to her. And I yes, with the same explanation. The mine ran near gold for oil. No. And the aquacushim gold for reserve. And our Baby Drusi. And it say, you are from your markets, a kind, no son tiasie or metri document in free Ghana. And I because they say, so I can't have a document. And I because say, data be omuji and omuji for Bank of Ghana for. And inti a foot to me the banner say, so program be a bar to see how to yaw. And you one wire search. And one who gold board for Juma or Moye. And it be at the way of mobile trade gold no abontent to say the large rich them. Yeah. And you were some young found could train be a what ya the NSU. Debbie. And the Debbie apply layman's principle. Yes. Now they are test annual manners. Yes. A large 8 me church because we're a technical person or Tiasi. Yes. But one you training a mobile political parties, one through beer. I don't know, so communicators, crowd from one friend central for church room. This was central, be say, I am a factor, say, loss was 1.7 million. We had the all the bedroom and loss here.
Mate. A friend of Kwakwata upon where your former Shanti Regional Deputy Organizer of MPP and not yet in came a court Dambo Honum no on go board a day. But say, good afternoon, sir. I don't believe that there's no rot in what Sammy Gyamfi and the Gold Board are doing. Neither will I say that the minority leader is dishonest about his statement. Whatever the case may be, there is a little truth in there. We should not shield one party and think that everything is well. Let us all be patriotic and protect the national purse. Thanks, Niding. Or see a friend Abdallah na Owakaswa and na Oshaya. Or the message we buy. Or say, good evening. Why can't the government license agent, which is private buyers, set standard price for purchases of gold? Then the government sit back and let them pay taxes, which will help the government get revenue. We free Kupoku or Kumase, Agreke Buraso, and or the message we so buy. Many interesting contributions, pa. Say, please. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. I like Alaji's analysis. It was perfect, but Sammy Gyamfi and his men didn't explain. Same to Ghanaians. They demonized the NPP gold for oil strategy, and now they want Ghanaians to accept their strategy because they are saint. Why? Why should a commodity be sold internationally at $100 and you decide to sell them the same to sell the same commodity at $90 and you want us to clap for you? Why? Isn't it a loss? Please, the NDC should give us a break. A loss is a loss. Alaji has said it all. No massaging. Sammy Gyamfi should be blamed. Thanks. We'll say Abdallah from Kaswa and odi we asaso ababio e wa say mama Emra Dambo Honum. I love your contributions, listeners, and viewers. No, a day, but Dambo Maminti God board issues and the losses. Yeah, Abbey.
You loving the contribution, listeners and viewers and
but your mic and
you loving the contribution, listeners and viewers and Ediban. Clear indications people are descending now.
Oh yeah,
they are able to
read in between the lines and
from wrong. And read in between the lines. Yeah. The attorney said this discussion regarding gold board, PMMC Nehu Nkikawu. I've always advocated for say a choir you first to a former good year no. You making sure say Ghana and your indigenous technology because prior to the advent of say Chinese floody and mamuano na get to former good year nenya formalized form and I've always advocated say almost our indigenous technology no, let's identify them. Let's ensure that we give them the adequate training. na said the baby bit my handsy omu operation said the baby jumadia omu dino enya adia eba affect your river bodies na ensan cause larger devastation of our forests na they had been say we have not been able to do so na ohwe aban even O2 and among say community mining and I think the monitoring has not been effective. And yet I catch as a traceability of our good. We are comprehensive analysis.
Yes.
We are not able to even
trace where our good is going.
And this should be one of the reasons why good boards should exist. Yeah. If we indeed are saying say yeah to good, I will say we should be able to trace our good free and through that the level of devastation will be able to curb that level of devastation. So you just say baby good be free baby and all because you show up city now. At the end of the day you'll be doing one good outside there but home and near my you better try to ono near my in chirima about home about affect environmental sustainability because when I say in suicide it is affecting aquatic life. At the end of the day fish won't so many there any shrimps and near maybe won't be affected in one way or the other and to nipas who could do it is going to have a health effect on you. Now the attorney said gold board instance said them dikakan I've always advocated for saying my muhano Ghanaians should own their gold. Said they own your indigenous technology. Nanka aban no centralizing your gold purchasing program to say the idea bano. Now your tonwa your team directly the government will what get the direct forest na air ban. Said we beat him their boy now gold board is facing strict public and intense political scrutiny. Now, Obias Mobekane say the acquire air force are scrutinizing gold board and the crime boneso. And I said the crime purpose. I don't see anything wrong with what the minority is doing. Okay. I don't see anything wrong with what the minority is doing. Their minority area and when they make keep government on his toes. Say the beya obey near my papa boa timamufo obey near my papa the mandate dear my CEO as a bit of a gold bond obey any now they have a pass on the 7 year the kind of conversation surrounding the gold board brouhaha whether we like it or yes gold board yentiminka say ya small muso omunkoto gold or my moon gold nina yes. First, na amanfonya akwanya etimi small gold. Oh, baby. And in the African Holocaust, a lot of instances that say billions of dollars free or mine through gold. Yes. And then say ya some media vinza no definitely to gold no there will be operational cost. It's true. So what I say? Yes. And what the conversation should be centered on say operational cost now cost. And you should find means that you better make operational cost. Yes, so yeah. So what I say? Yes. Because you say, oh check here the dynamics now. Yeah, go now. Yeah, turn one within the sub-region. If not the highest, it is one of the highest. Again, one of the highest, and I say the highest. That is where we should be interrogating the issues. It's true. Said you better make a far corner. Saying now so. Now cost no Bank of Ghana. Through gold board in Kiano, you bet me reduce them. Say they be a bit the full benefit of the office now. You have to say a good board. Now, at the contract, the kind of conversation say. Conversation a for gold board no question say both the minority leader and the Sami Delphi has not exercised maturity and civility in the kind of conversation now. Unim. On my way, and I say the ultimate aim of administration, and I say there should be financial accountability. And you mean financial accountability, institution and not persons now. Yeah, the institution as musano. Or say yes, subject to omu to our laws. Yes, subject to omu to our laws. You said law no apply fairly, and the law must be enforced. Yes, without fear or favor. Yes, it's at the end of the day no. So minority and I fought a phenomenon market because some boy can because as a minority leader so I say I all kasa to veer in the form say the next MPP administration at the summit the fee bay onerous bay conditions it was so needless and unnecessary.
No, Kobetima Kanasam
without veering into that tangent. And for summit the fee, the absolute level of humility because of Akwenya no one or several Ghana for one. Some also be and no a coin bishop can better Ghana for us. Also answers I exercise that discretion very well.
I'm for like the posturing
and I didn't like the posturing. That's what I'm saying. I'm disappointed because they didn't exercise civility in the kind of conversation now. To say the minority leader is engaging in a fusion of a palm one bar. It's so unnecessary to go to the tangent and say the minority leader is a joke. It is so unacceptable.
You owe Ghanaians a duty to explain Sanyama way and yet just the minority leader.
You all Ghanaians so obey humble in the discharge of his duties.
Yes.
And to go on that tangent, though I do not entirely agree with how a minority leader Kasa, but I'm more disappointed in Sami Demfi because on that, sir, Dumakuana, on my mono, Etrianica, and the taxes, Etrianica. And to go on that tangent was unacceptable. And Afeno Markin has a lot of ways out of it, money. Semi Demfi, near interrogating, said a bit me regarding a quiet fast. I ain't care that I lost.
Minority is all my file a motion before Parliament.
My motion,
yes.
Initially, the minority leader was saying, Omudi numbers, no, almost numbers in Ebu. But couldn't it also have been the case? Say, Cometma invited Sami Demfi through their committees now or parliament. Said be Sami Demfi appear before them. Now go here.
Will be at the finance committee of parliament. They be anko about money with the finance minister. And he be a Bank of Ghana governor. No, all the books na beto money.
Provided say more try some mobile invite through the to the chambers of parliament. Now minority majority need numbers in air block. There are a lot of avenues. They bet me extracting stored information.
It's true.
From Sami Demfi. This whole discussion me kase manage and one thing is that Obia and Kase if for nothing at all say revenue or my target is about 5.44 billion.
Yeah, Ghana cedis.
So what you say? I don't know, but what we are saying is 1.7 billion. I amount to about 22 billion Ghana cedis. A quan ben of me who be first one. So operational cost me
so yeah.
A quan first because I might enjoy monopoly now because I don't want to go. I all trading on behalf of Ghana.
Yeah.
So they be a bit meneska and. There are a lot of accolades. Akoma Sami Demfi say, and can a liter of fuel, and can cost more than that. But for the ingenuity of gold board, yetimi abwa ama yetimi show. Yes, you know, to the extent say above from though it is increasing at a decreasing rate.
Yes.
Ebwa yenina. But the kind of conversation I say, omoya ne personal, and me one no. On mine, we need to be serious in this country.
It's true.
I'll say serious.
It's true.
You are making sure say on my mood you might say you better discharge your duties, you know, without say you better say yana yenim kasa yana betimi. I will say a boy bit so bet my boy bit so. I don't know if baby. In any case, gold board esikasem ekosoro. I don't then idea back what me and say unemployment baba form.
Yeah.
Unemployment now it is over around 22% and yes sir. And to come man you be for gold board yes anymore no money yes car. You bet me try say youth unemployment you bet me have and then next from about 2021 any other day ban your backlog and come man you be for money bet me yes car then financial clearance for some of our brothers and sisters don't bet me and come man you be for you bet me yesika no dey emube dru you bet me aboma. These are some of the things that we should be looking at. Cutting unemployment at the end day no say say inflation form not prices of goods and services cost. What is the ultimate benefit of inflation form and then me and you I and we at here price inflation will form exchange rate in the form but prices of goods and services are high.
Me and me who statement be from is a national identification authority minimum me can say enye no kre so ko Ghana card o ma tutun
but that's a different thing I know the premium service be almost a prestige service and then if I cannot afford a prestige I'm not going to the prestige offices
but
I know there
when you say government services no after a year budget we no na sa cost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day,
fees and charges are government but if you have this economic
relative stability,
we
price
it should start from
down.
Government.
It should trickle down.
Yes,
gold board at the end of the day, I buy on physical machine by buying policies and programs. And policies and programs are supposed to tilt toward the ordinary Ghanaian. And I said that the privilege no said they be able to me a Boamah unemployment level form. And at the end of the day, I light be indirectly you are saving costs.
I'm saving money.
At the end of the day, no, I will tap. Pipe and so on, but from indirectly you are saving money.
Yeah.
So what I say, and buy school, not school fees, and from indirectly you are saving money. These are some of the things that you should be talking about.
It's true.
And you can say gold board in common, it degenerated into something else to personality attacks. It's maybe the message. They should hold their guns. No, making sure say, say you better you can akonya ni enya ya better nipa mu bebre mu abonto mu nim nyansa tay o ba omunya sa akonya no ena minority leader no wote akonya bi ne wanya sabi dem for gold but akonya bi ne wanya we shouldn't by virtue of this privilege that we are enjoying to lord over others. It is not appropriate.
Not right.
It mean the American say o yamfa ni nyina engu fom e kwan ben de be fa so gold board the full benefit no you betime nya free say the be ya cost na gold board kuru no e betime aba fom na o man no ye nyina ye ho ato other than that I don't see the reason why I was say yes say adaje on same way.
For your friend Robert Dambo who the Ashanti Regional Secretary and my People's National Convention PNC party no and na yet in Kano we see a friend who say Oscar or say I love your show or say good evening Mr. Host. I wonder why the NPP is being such arrogant. You are threatening people with power you don't have. What shows that Ghanaians will vote for you in 2028? We free Rasbingi ho our Greater Accra and on the way about say good evening Owia TV. God bless you for your show. I say please I'm watching you from Techiman, Bono East region. My name is Nana Boachi Yadom. I say God bless the CPP secretary for the explanations he has given to us on the gold board issue. I say please Sami Jemfi is crafty. Who can say Sami Jemfi is crafty there? I know Eddie. I say good evening. My name is Montie. Watching you live from Asankegwa. Or say keep doing a great job for this country. Or say I believe Sami Jemfi is deceiving Ghanaians, and one day NPP will come to power. We ANADM. Or say Sami Jemfi, see how God operates. When you were in opposition, you organized press conferences against gold for oil. Now they have given it to you, and you are now incurring losses. We live to see. We free Muhammad Kasogu Savannah region and Muhammad say Mamodinia Fachemi say offer you. Ask the NPP man that when will Afenyo going to give account to Ghanaians when he was the board chair at ECG? I say ask the NPP man for me. My name is Chemist or say or what tepa my buying and or the message we eba menganjen zede echina Afenyo beba home. I say good afternoon Mr. Boamah. I am Stephen Owusu watching the show live from Aguna Nyakrum in the central region. God bless you guys. We are enjoying the show. Yes, we that say or say host, why are you quiet about the NPP submission? Let him know that Gold Board have reduced smuggling. That is why it has gone up to 3.5. I am Diane from South Suntres. So Diane, I say me so much. I say good evening to everyone in the studios. I say it's your boy Richard watching you live from Ashaman. I say to me, stay calm. Your twin brother is on his way coming to Insawam. My name is twin brother Kronwa. oka ho asem no say good evening general or say I read comment under Joy News portal when Sami Jemfi was doing the accountability series and I became sad. Political actors must know that political communication, especially in response, can be done politely without insult. Never do something permanently stupid when something temporarily upsets you. Today, words can never be changed tomorrow. Let's be guided. Nana Fusu or what tepa and the message we by ye. Or say, my name is Charles from Ansua Dubia. Or say, Sami Jemfi and Goldboard, they've lost money. Na or say, it is true. Na si ebetima kase Sami Jemfi any Goldboard. Ami elusu sikade the NPP should bring back Kenofriata na Yenisa and Komonom. Or say, kindly allow the NDC to defend when a change of government comes. They, together with the Bank of Ghana, will vomit every peso of the 22 billion that they lost. Time will tell. From Pierrot, Atonsu Fabi, and Owo, and Ode message way about say God is never like Sami Jemfi, especially disrespecting our elders and having pastors backing him with David or Kaswa, and Ode message way about ye. Alaji, minim se wo bibi a Ode be soswa na yenkoye nimu a minim se yenkoye nimu a yenkoye nimu
na minia Robert, yes. No, so he has been insistent on the say quite before so minimizing.
Yes, the losses. Alaji, you need system. Oh yeah, Juma wa hase na ebia yen cost of doing business no. It keeps although say bia yen profit ni ade ade. Maybe a profit na ba na cost na bia e ba ni ade ade a. Intimi fa kwan bi so a new technology be.
You have to look at your motive. Some motive in the driving losses.
Yes.
So you have to look at your motive of business. If your motive is say to do certain thing and more results, then you don't think about the losses. So say your aim is say you want to get a dollar in time, inject into our business, minimize the cost of living, and then you appreciate the citizen a help business there. Then this 1.7 billion loss, is what.
Okay.
You understand me? For compare, how many business now? We are talking about $11 billion business in a year. In 2024, we lost 5.6 billion, but we did a $4 billion business. We are talking about $11 billion here. So the bottom line is, hey, beer, in future, it may more dollars in a reserve. Then we minimize the agency. What I say, the better agency say, oh, you say a benefit should be able can do it 2 months. If it's 2 months, the government can turn into its own off taker. Now, then the laws.
You need enough gold or you need enough dollars gold. We are going to give it to an agent to do this on our behalf.
You see, in finance, you don't only look at the income, you also look at the expenditure.
Okay.
Say me judge you based on the income, make mistake.
Okay.
Oh, me like I say, oh, Libya bucket there, 20,000 into a hit it. Forget the fact say ABI. Why should 20,000 crime so?
Yes, it's true.
So it's not about the dollar in here. Look at the demand for dollar in the system.
Okay.
Your money, even if you a friend, if you idea cry, you know, you can cry for
you my dear, you know,
my dear, idea is a toilet true. Even what drinking water you be wide if you take it.
Yes.
Everything. Sabi. Jarabi and one craft for German. Be Okruma and a craft. Obitum be container be sure. Who be a container now and Wura Nina a craft. So until say minimize the demand of dollar to meet the available dollar. Say by fighting equilibrium there, then we need to sell more dollar. Because in every quarter the BDCs need about $500 million to import oil.
Is it the oil marketing companies?
Yes,
no?
The bulk distribution companies. Okay. So the point is that if and then I do not pushy the likes of Tor, any the one company I forgot the name. Net ma omudin say your mom I might or try say they should do 2 million crude barrel of crude. If we succeed in doing it, it means say this about you here $500 million to go and bring oil in
petrol,
it means the demand for dollar and SOT there. Then there's no agency to bring in more dollar at any point in time.
Okay.
Then we look at so demand for dollar and they say you are available to a better supply 3 months there. Then we can do it 3 months.
Okay.
Then you don't need an off taker. Okay. And that time we better minimize the cost of the AE.
Okay.
So I think say time crack. But policy be a continuous policy from a former government. Advancing. Your mom time and better.
time no dey feel na next you.
No, not in fair na kasa. I don't want to believe said when people will come and abolish the gold bond business.
No. Alaji tio.
Kwakuma minti.
Issue be any ho. Nipa na oye at the center of this conversation.
But Kwakuma for say let's take Nipa out. The institution.
Nipa out.
Let's take Sami Jenfi aside. Yeah, institution is one gold ball.
Ono amu no criticize Baumia. No nkasa MPP. No single out Baumia no waka. So I go for gold for oil aba. And or the agent abeshon or the siphon sika.
Baba, you see, we go for agent. Say I mean you can. Believe me, I mean so many to go for oil dinner. Me, I even had an encounter with Dr. Kosichi on this go for oil deal. Initial one by me was aspiring for good for our lecture. Say, I don't can I say from now onwards, we don't need to take our dollars. Our Ghana memoir. Neither how to oil. Some music can't say they say you here $500 million. Yes, sir. That I'm gonna run 420 million, 380 or so. Yeah, that 380 million every quarter. And from to a year, dear friend oil beam. If you gold be caught, what you say? Nay, a ton gold no, nay, a G adenaba. But some of NPP misunderstood. I didn't say, what the gold no koto, what they come AB. I mean, say Aramco. Aramco is one of the oil company in the world.
Yeah.
What the gold come Aramco say Arab must move gold. You gold ne. Oku value gold ne about $400 million. But oil $400 million. It's not happening like that.
Yes.
There will be always an agent.
Matthias.
Different political parties.
Yes.
You should take some lessons from what is happening.
Okay.
Also, text I be by say the other can no.
Yeah.
Joy for news portal and say issues now some media and people are not discussing.
People were not discussing
they are discussing the insult.
Yes.
Now look at the poster.
Matthias.
Double. 30 seconds. Value for money. Our resources are scarce. You're making sure that there's a judicious use of our scarce resources. So there be a bit more value for money. Because new public management practices doesn't suggest state-owned enterprises that old mentality of say the state is not in business to make profit. Yengin free said you bear at the end of the year you're not profit by break even. But we should the mindset shouldn't be about say you're operating that you're not losses. And then what should be the aim of another the benefit of operating a state-owned enterprise? Let's ensure say the state-owned enterprises are effective and efficient. So they may value for money or mining.
Sure. Alaji mame ensa somra wo hono mu bio NPP national elections baso o be nomination forms and untumi ne lawyers call court judge na ma lawyers no so we are told that the judge wasn't well until o ma join the case no ni bail any allegedly sa na yetete from court no
ba
oh senior definitely there will be
the prosecutor
there will be clerks near the other honoma they will do it oma postpone a case in their court October
no kwasem say me ba to answer like me there say judge ni wa I have him there
but there's someone in charge
there's court registrar near the other honoma they do it alaji mpacho ma mentio these two issues you know 10 minutes million ko
very funny when the MPP government amuka say your vacation your legal vacation I won't go to court about bail you go court
but lawyers na nko
my point is that MPP still say we doing the vacation to go court when interesting. These are the big NDC gurus like of Godfrey Dame Atachia Mokabrofo I won't be available on holiday everybody just say but you see I'll be surprised say you can get a bill
really.
Share judgment, they demand a sentence, 20 years. Someone who has been in prison for 20 years, and is ever more bill. The only thing about one year bill is when you are able to get a stay of execution.
Okay.
Look of a stay of execution. Not got to grant you that one, automatically you get a bill. It means that sentence you to know you are
insane.
But someone to convince you courts to get a stay of execution. 20 years of sentence in there, court fee say. What's your Owia appeal ni and you are serving a sentence? Don't office or you good. 20 years in a dozen. This Owia appeal now take you 2 years corner. By the time we win appeal, let's say a you still have maybe a less than 20 years to be. But you come up a friend say Bela. It means that sentence in I hold to.
Okay.
That Abeko appeal local so you're going back for another 20 years.
Yeah.
So most of the time once a court Bela, this sentence in this 1 year, 2 years. And this also a year my media saying agrada the lawyer now compare bail. Or challenge two things, the conviction and the sentencing. And like I say, you accept the conviction. Mammy no diboni. No sentence in the I know the minimum what first offender no. The minimum one. Coincidentally the minimum 1 year.
Yeah.
And the judge goes okay, Matthias. So all you do is on client na abone there, but or your first offender Matthias. You man 1 year. 1 year is already no be what try by 9 months or 8 months. And or different film. And media some man bail just for application of bill there. Me say a possible I bet. But I want to believe say be still for execution no bet my ejuma. But it's also a judgment now. One cardinal things I'm fight on. Circumstantial evidence na judge no at the judgment. Judge say there's no clear evidence, documented evidence. But also circumstances are war no. Circumstantial and the two on the land transfer. Also more act, it's a land BB act, land transfer act. So by that act, the only time I better say someone that transfer land to you is when you are issue a documented, and that's a written document. Say land in the senior or two. That's where we better say our transfer. Oral and transfer of land. And so I'm going to say between won't to me contaminate any guy now or they land the man, oral there to the lawyers and they say there's no proper transfer. Because for a law, as a court, we just say, what transfer of land, no? This is a document that just say, me the land in Amma, who, as he say, for Bobra. So these things in the carry with. To me, ABI and a superior court can, based on that, I say, no, ABI, for now, no, there should be a stay of execution. My mother does about, okay, a friend saying, NDC MPP case on the parliament, I'm going to call a friend saying, Tamale, against the declaration of results are judge in the case or the page man. Yes, no. At the time or declaration or judgment no. Now 21 days in a pound. It's not within his jurisdiction. Of course, to court can say where they own jurisdiction. And when you have a good case, maybe a lawyer, when you have a good case, you can get a stay of execution. Not necessarily say throw away the sentence, but instead of giving you opportunity to come out, then you go further and struggle. With the national contest in there, I wish them well. But looking at the case, I can see a bit clearly a Jakon.
Watch Jakon for national chairman Obewini.
Because you see,
against Afoko. Untumi
they say same thing as for contest anymore.
Paragraph bachi dan kwaso mo kofa form samano. Yeah, so I instructed to do it.
See, they see him as a
political prisoner, yes.
So he still qualifies. But my point is, what's your party now? The head, you know, I'm going to me, a Jack and Afoko.
Okay.
But a bad thing, and this is clear. I say, look, party be on the strength. MPPs are can-biased party. For MPP to elect a flag bearer, not now, and a chair of the party who is a chair leader, and not now, they need to blend it.
In the amount of Afoko chances in the
slim because they need an account to balance it.
John Boadu.
You see, John Boadu can also win. But those names, they're more front header to me. So they make a year final. I mean, my opinion. I see say Afoko and Ajako. And the term Afoko ahead of Ajako say. A very difficult for MPP to maintain any political. But look, so when Okaya, SYA Stadium, so Okaya, when you qualify supportive for the winning NDC chairman. That's a major mama flag bearer.
Yes. Yes. Kumasi Sports Stadium, yes, it's true. It's true. It's true.
They cannot maintain two heads from the same.
Yes.
And Mama Afoko chance, I slim. And I knew Afoko knew this, but Afoko is using this to open his door. But you go to not to me a Baba second Kurana. His powers as a Afoko has come back to him. I'm a former said CBS I permanent every party. I once explained to you say Afoko was not sacked. But what the judge did at that time, it wasn't by for somebody. Why I say by the virtue say Afoko was elected by a year Congress, one team permanent.
Yes, they should go back to.
Said, no, also suspended. So Afoko was on suspension.
Okay.
As a chairman of the party. Okay. That is why
Cabinet Japan.
Debbie was
Freddie Blay was
acting chairman.
Acting chairman, yeah.
because Akufo was suspended
Suspended
till
chairman.
say the mandate never sa.
Yes.
But now I'm for fee say a permanent free party.
It's true.
Tell the time I'm gonna say, or more, yeah, mom, amnesty. You can write letters on one church because only by law, no, no, but he was on suspension. Suspension, I lapse. So to me, if he say he's in the contest to open his door,
Okay.
to gain back all his powers as a focal. Now, Ochilemi Kurano, he didn't go about chairman, but I be sana. Or we make say on your party, Bobium. But you share. By what I saw in Ashanti, in other regions, you know, the reflections are that the parties want to change. Ashanti region, it is only Francois and remaining.
Yeah. In the regional
All of them are
executive.
gone.
Yeah, all of them.
Those who try to contest, Miamino Rafael is gone.
Yes.
A champion, mo
Yes.
vice chairman.
I'll be acting chairman. He's gone.
Ajia Zainab Salo.
Zainab, yes.
Treasurer, so second vice chairman.
Yeah, she's gone.
Friends, Poliando now acting.
Communications director. He's gone. Yeah.
International.
Yeah.
A slippery zone, because
Okay.
people are aggrieved.
Okay.
People are aggrieved.
Among for you, Mate. I was for a friend Alaji Abdul Salam Isa, CPP Ashanti Regional Secretary and can also fire. I'll tell the NPP and their communicators that we Ghanaians don't care whether Good Board has incurred loss or not, because goods and services prices are stable now. During their time, oil, flour, cement prices were so high, so we don't care whether Good Board is incurring losses or not. We free Kobe or Wasim Praso and the message we buy here.
Anya adwuma bi anti ono no aye friend yaw
Welcome me too.
issues about want to me on na mekana emede ko me hu ni say as a pese yetia no ne yetia because ya so nim domi enche alaji unum domi enche
Say no farms.
so there as on will be also be me on me encha or the Nasas Yamanipana or this Kakahonda.
Mostly it doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't happen.
I don't know if to me there say also on your reclamation, a do could be near the process of Kubeno. But how they say you man on one first can kahunti. It is assumed sell per se gold now to know today a body.
Senior, one thing I'm using
But must say there's
acting,
emra to transfer such a land
You
to
have to inform
somebody,
the
no,
minister and get
it should
clearance.
go through a certain process.
Your mining companies be Ghana how. Your small scale mining companies be Ghana. They are then course no. You be both defense, but a be posterity. At the ho. That obi did that same explanation, assuming. So be a cool a friend say, Mama knew a friend say, Ibrahim Mama concession. Akoye adwuma. Kwe galam say ni akwache no no ka say ono na ka say onya. It will be the person's word against Ibrahim.
So there's a precedent here, also circumstantial evidence.
Okay.
So we use it against Obi.
Okay.
And it's a basa ye defending almost here and careful.
Okay, Matthias.
We are sure say as someone discusses is here, say nya someone as media and fit can far good for oil one. Ko ni problem o.
Exactly.
But sand your can and anon. Anyways, back to
NPP national elections.
NPP national elections. So here's a few polling station. Yabobona bedu region. Na do national na yebie na ohe wind na e blue na. And saying I mean to get a very peaceful national congress. Ebe stadium ya.
Kumasi Sports Stadium, Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Okay.
Ebe stadium ya.
Okay.
Now looking at chairmanship, no, things Jaja Foko, Ajakon,
Wache Jakon,
John Boedu, Chairman
Woon to me, then Ambassador Edward Boateng.
no, there,
Now we are doing with those who pick forms.
Maintain so what pick it there.
say pushy, but on and nam no be a banter or Facebook. So Chairman Woon to me supporters. I can't remember pick for my man ought to be the party's position. Because you cannot disqualify him because our describes a political prisoner.
So it's not disqualified.
Yeah.
By law, he's qualified.
So I say, me if say, ebia, me mum there, I won't pick a crown, not them crown at one man. Don't you say no there? But then I say to a banne. Not my own to me go through the process. Not the prison. Yes, and trouble in absentia. I'll vote for you.
The American way, how are you going to vet who to me from in someone prison?
It's up to them to decide.
The elections committee.
Yes.
Okay.
Can they vet him out for no show? Knowing very well, say you know where he is.
Our party news were declared so a political prisoner.
Interesting times ahead.
Okay.
Oh, there's
Matthias.
but when I'm saying Casa Coso, Bibia Bear come.
Okay.
Timestre party for no. Ubia Bano Becanasama, the constituency executives. I'm the form the conference. I'm the delegates.
Okay.
No constituency executives and regional executives and national executives, members of parliament, patrons, council of elders, branch, foreign, from the external branches, and founding fathers.
And a beto abano on
3rd
3rd October now.
3rd October.
Mobeto abano.
I say we know a ban of Congress. So there will be speeches, there will be accountability by the national treasurer.
Okay.
And other activities before we cast the vote.
Okay.
So the voting will start around 3-4 p.m., which will eat into the
next day.
The next day.
Okay.
So
and it's going to be a long day that day, no? Interesting. Wow.
We are candidate are no aboa because we are there.
That's a man for breakfast, lunch, supper, then the following day.
I'm going to late in the night.
I'm going to
late.
No, see, I think that in Sophie dinner will be catered for by the party.
Okay.
But obviously politically, so
politically, yes. Maybe na me too sa.
This is why I consult. Young formal election consortium.
And it's a good idea.
Alaji, yes.
Nanus Kabian.
Hey, opposite Canwa.
Akwaku.
No, looking out, baby, and I'm one.
Oh, so now you're committee member until your eyes were on the organization.
People free to be a fence wall or so one who.
Another could be fair.
Normal.
Ayo.
Dambo, my
Alaji, I will see elections. There are only two principles, no factors: resources and relationship.
I know, cry.
Every aspirant to be an also your relationship with
and how
those who are going to resources.
Okay.
First, and I near my Jerry, I want first and the color to Abamano. Open the
President Kofoye Tintin Gram
open sexy eyes. Now a devote to buy. Miss open them when in yet to say Obia or da baby canon. Oh boy.
There should be resources.
Resources. Wow. What I say. Dambo, Mame Emra, by my main message. You say good evening. I am highly disappointed in MPP communicators. Look, I don't understand why they should side with Sami Jemfi's explanation. Gold Board has woefully run at a loss due to their incompetence. Therefore, the NPP communicators should be up and doing and tell Sami Jemfi that he has mismanaged Gold Board with every KK or Accra and or share a show ye or say Alhaji has killed it. Well done, Alhaji, with a good explanation. We free Jackie or say or war a year a jusso and or share show ye. Or say, good afternoon, Mr. Boamah. Or say, my name is or say, I'm watching the show from Stephen Owusu from the, is it Kwenya Krum? Aguna Kwenya in the central region. You mate. Medasi. Or say, good evening. My name is Frimpong Manso David from Efigasi Ashanti region. Or the NDC and Sami Jemfi are evil. They are not dying. Or say they've done a huge evil to our country. NPP will bounce back in 2028. Mame Dambo, Mame ain't way. chairman wontumi ɛne court ɛne NPP elections I mean to you.
I've never subscribed to the notion say Chama want to make incarceration. Chama want to be a political prisoner. I've never subscribed to that. And on this platform, I can several times. Because your mining laws over to me a transfer or license the amount. But any automatic. Okay, section 88 of Act 7039. Was it states? A license granted under section 821 may be transferred only to a citizen and with consent of the minister responsible for mines. And to me, meje asase. So we call mining. Now we call now the assassin command the perform with a different notion altogether.
Okay.
And then all there, omuno ane say no chama want to me abe abatros hanging on their neck because when I say o matter against a political prisoner. And to whom call elections, chama want to me so I declare an intent. So no so person okobi. And to omum find avenue omune chama want to be ebeye the vet and bibia no such amount to me I win national chairmanship say the mean you say obeto ama no be running from the prisoner. There is nothing wrong with that. Ebia etina bi MPP nya akwenya obetiba benya presidential day pardon and I don't know ebia na due to the magnanimity of President John Dramani Mahama no ye kwa anim na ya pardon no and maybe the yesha common medika ka say I wouldn't wish that for my even closest enemy. Say you do be ye tell will be right. So on could if you say for about 20 years. Even 2 years crampo enya ahongroso. Ultimate nanti freedom or resources who bet my the OPBA near see a tell right and no one. Idea ya humiti. And concerning Judge Awan Makot or Yaran, these are all parts of the legal system here, because the rules of justice grinds slowly, and I don't know time, a pushy in our question, Yaroskado, a meeting, I don't know, would it
by that time no free legal vacation
Naba, Nabara Satan Moya vet and Nazo Munye.
But that time no more babe to about no matter to about we no matter to about no cry because on better on 3rd October and a case no so they are share it says 5th October yes
so
say 15th yes 15th October normally case na kwa question 15th October
okay so
and elections number 3rd October
okay
yeah hand over crazy.
No my they hand over crazy.
Yeah, that is the issue because me I do and me titling say MPP needs a new face. Said the Ashanti region or modern new face about. And we say a revival party. So what I say? Enipa etna fa kwa ayana na hoke kano eba form. Ana I say watna wache entino new ideas be anya day. Ember on board, but once there is change, utumu say new forms of energy and ideas. Etimi bama ekubia no etimi ekosoro na MPP elections no. The edika yemo Ashanti region mo a contest mo we ni nyina no. Ebo mo ba so sa chat na toy. O ma catch us between that.
Yes.
So pepe.
Yes, o catch them. O ma me chat and.
Pepe. And we chat near the baba.
Me kai say near what ground zone na o ma me.
What I say?
Na no din come na o ma me. We were chatting and
me dey threat to farm.
O dey threat to farm. Regional elections.
We already chat here. Chat no ready here. How am check numbers.
Mate.
So what I say?
But it national no secretary Kodia General Secretary Justin Kodia JFK mu maintain JFK okay. The national chairman so JFK
he may even
still
get the
maintain
highest number of votes.
JFK may even get the highest number of votes. NPP national elections. Meet you. So Kasa Obama me a list.
Candidates, no. Ora mamini kan sha sem free a ya tana edisa nkomo we makase MPP the current crop of leadership does not invoke any sense of hope and a confidence be any
most said they now your man to
no, I'm talking about the national executive.
Okay.
So that most especially omuni chairman offer administrative direction to the party. And no idea affect the party in the power.
But say no.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Somebody is acting.
Whether
the first vice is acting.
Incapacitated or what not. What I'm saying is
because
only honor.
Yeah.
And you know, there is a vacuum.
Yes, it's true.
So what you say?
It's true.
And I said, Obia, open. And the LPP needs strong leaders. Omet me abua part and they are called past glories. Because they say, baby, I agree, a maburu ne di omu and to also omusha a maburu omujina brane. I'll met me a yedumano. Maybe the politics may call I can't see her. And I say, Obiku, I can't see them supporter. No, because I say, maybe support what you think I'm cramming. I remember PNC elections, previous elections. Now Obi per national chairman. How much of the our friends are me fire or say me say me pese me this come on anka o kona ko preach on me catch and play men support to before she come me.
O catch and play.
Straight. Men support to me music. So what you say? Ana huntimi nwene me pese me dem okra ba bebo. Na sa bad e yin krampo o men no e be di machi.
Okay.
So what you say? But meba habiem. And my better Oma, omit me win elections. And then the MMO say we be win, we are not we be. But all that I can say is I wish the MPP war. Negotiation is part of politics.
Okay, Matthias.
I was saying to me negotiation.
Matthias,
because a political capital, na me hands we image.
I like this.
Now, me pocket in the dry.
Matthias, if you are going to negotiate,
I'm not going to negotiate.
After negotiation, you give me a list.
Negotiation on the table, I'm not going to resist it.
If anything comes up,
negotiation on the table, I'm not going to resist it.
Your guy is too honest.
He's too honest, though.
Until say, Metanasi, now my final analysis as to candidates and did say, also MPP tomorrow, and then more be but they should choose leaders. Omujina Brani, I'll make my boy party. Let him consolidate democracy.
Okay, go.
Oya analysis, okay, say. About 70% of I'm sorry, I grant a kind.
Alaji.
No, Kesken.
Okay.
We should vote population now, any age demography now.
Yeah.
Between 70 to 78% of voter population, yeah, they were college in 2028, you know, between the ages of 18 and 45.
And 45 years, yes.
Me, Obian the reasoning, Gen Z, party for no should take a look at the person.
Seripane bad national chairman.
And your position
every position among for
Gen Z
ne policies, ne ideas, ne some more better gano. So I'm factor in the youth, my delegates in Fino.
Okay. But I beg to differ on that. There should be a balance in the leadership in Ebebano.
Yeah.
I thought that Gen Z, you know, they become overzealous. And over ambitious. And never be also
a majority.
No, be a majority doesn't mean say
you should leave the minority.
Not only that capacity now. So what? Also, be only elements of Gen Z on.
Yes.
Policy.
There should be a balance.
Yes.
The balance being that they say. Lipano ejina brane onimdia oye and one thing is that we are subject to changes. The times decide how we should adjust to the times.
Yes.
And omu that capacity to have the party.
Nana Komia declare the intent to say or call NPP national national vice chairman. And I mean who said is it no said ne and then who say MPs be akofa forms ama Nana B lawyer Henry Nana Boache ono so call as first vice chairman NPP so monfa to me man me who say honorable Eco Vincent Asefua ne a lot of MPs akofa forms Nana B sampai mente sampai asa tenra na mate say yes Eco Vincent Asefua ne Nana B mo de no na eda screen so no mo kofa forms e de man Nana B no mo de command no and they met him at his office na omo edin komontina onabo e convince center se for hhm die ntia omo MPs no omo yes a move no kofa forms no e de my menka message na menye birthday na yen sorry
ade hu ba ku ni o
ehu baako ne de enobo e convince center se for my
pick form sama oh your candidate na try say be we in the followers say na dey your calculations when we could be do kra na do ko far form no kra no ntomo. Wow, they're dangerous.
But who says CID so far forms and ra? Honorable Clement Opoku Jemfi so far forms and ra. I'll say, yeah, good evening to you and your viewers. On the gold board and issues coming up, I understand the rules are clear. Let the CEO be invited and the necessary explanations given to rest the case. The peace of the country should be paramount to both the government and the opposition. In fact, the tension is too much. On the NPP chairmanship elections, my advice is that let no leader take side. Whoever wins for the party, and the party must rally behind him for election 2028. Or say thanks y'all. Say 80 Bongre Senior High School. And o de message we ebaya me yenye birthday no na yenko mame enhwe wa ha say you. Opani oduro ankoma papa eja wadama ni yenya ba wade wadama ena yenya ba wade ya yenu abusua pani owusu aduomi a yene no wofia ha se ya wakai news yi wadama ena eja wenya ba a wawa no papa yesi enne Yakopon dia fiba kwa ka unfie ho yama happy birthday kwanso nko so nyame nsiraw onto nkonem kwatenti ahode wom Yakopon fa no mo na tena ho no mo saa maye na papa akoye awdo baba yi ma no ozu aduomi abuzua pani yeda ase se papa wanhwe eniema bi na ade ma no na ode ne ma no papa yeda ase ba nyame wo nsiraw. Happy birthday. Ozai. Why the go na chigo? Papa na chigo. There be akata chirida mano. Yabebu abusia manafe. Ne bana mano. Ose happy birthday to my beautiful wife Linda Nyakon. Happy birthday to my beautiful wife Linda Nyakon. Ose you are my today and all of my tomorrows. From your husband Martin Domfe. Enti Linda Nyakon. Yese ene Yakopon edi afebako aka unfie ho. So ho. Nyame unshiraw na onto nkwanem. Enkwatenti ahode wom Yakopon fa no mo. Enti ukunu eye Martin Domfe so odododo. Odowa broso. Ye love you. Oh. Oso odopa. Ya. Me the last one be amount say kwakwata saponti say the refi say na ye ma me birthday. It is for mama Esther Auntie Esther wa he asante atuma gogo ana o kuma say ya Auntie Esther bosu means ye ohun ne ba kwakwata sapon wa ne ba na amanfo agina free na enzam enti Auntie Esther wo so ja me nsira wo bayi mafia boni e ko him for ba ye nyina me hu se on number bi am se ke mu me enko na de no ayeka kokwata zapon esu na nimu nkyira hwe mama ya me wonhyira wate Yakopon omma ahoden nkwane de nyame de ama nemum ahoden ne koso atenase na obai se minister na eba anase deputy minister na eba anase CEO na eba so hu waje na eja waye niema ma fie sede aba mama nyame nhyira wante Esther obakwaku atasapon ene onananom ene abuzuane nyina se yama otiri nkwa nyame onhyira absan for edemasia se Montie Alhaji Abdul Salam Isanka Montie kwaku atasapon so nka ena Montie Robert Dambo so enka edemasia news team ne sum atwa so ekira yebesa so ne